realize I can't see the last 20 yards
game day or just your daily drive, the Varsity Network app has you covered. Download now and listen live for free on the Varsity Network app.
Conducted by the director of the Tribe, Dr. Sean.
Kickoff is moments away, which means it's time for a visit with Rice head football coach Scott Abel. Alongside the coach, here's JP Heath.
School song.
Well, we made it. We are here, the first game of the Scott Abel era here, Our Lady of Lourdes Stadium in Lafayette, Louisiana. How's it feel? It's finally here after all the months of waiting.
It feels like game day, right? Like, you know, great trip here, great prep with the troops last night and this morning, and you know, now it's time to do it for real. We're excited about the opportunity ahead of us. You know, what a great program Louisiana's put together here, and so opportunity for us to see where we are, right? How far we've come in our short time together, and I know our kids are ready, right? The staff's done an amazing job of getting them prepared today, and so, you know, now it's just time to get it going and see what we're like right now.
You said during the week the offense is about 95% installed. What can fans expect with your new brand of ball here?
Well, you know, I mean, there's no secret that we want to run the football, right? So I think we're, you know, hopefully we can establish our running game early, right, which allows us to open up the playbook some, right, to get everything going. But, you know, I
did check on program. It sounds Mickey Mousey on program, too.
You know, vertically and horizontally. And I think that's going to be a key today, right? We've got to get some inside, some outside, and we got to stretch the field when our
on the break.
Stretch the field.
Because the other
from Chase Jenkins' maturation.
The other break, I thought it was fine.
Kind of be the guy up until this week of game prep. What have you seen?
Because like now this interview sounds
he's
good.
Done everything we've asked and then some, right?
Anyway,
you know,
just
the biggest thing I said,
table it. Just think about it.
He's grown a lot. He's matured a lot in this time frame in his role as a quarterback. You know, playing quarterback's different from playing any other position, and that's really what Chase had to train himself back to again. And he's done a fabulous job of doing that, and he's ready for today, and I'm excited for him.
On the other side, Walker Howard Much Ballyhoo coming out of high school, local kid, making his first start here. What type of guy is he? I heard he's kind of a dual threat type of guy.
He is very athletic, right? Can really hurt defenses with his legs and his arm, and you know, and so you know we got to be disciplined. We got to tackle well in space. We know that, and you know, just a lot of unknowns for everybody today, right? A lot of first-time starts on both sides of the program, and so I think everyone is excited to see college football, and everybody's excited to see what it's going to look like today.
What stands out about their defense?
Well, I think they're very athletic. They're physical, right? They fly to the football, and you know, they lost some players, but they return quite a bit, and you know, I think their DNA, you know, year in, year out will be similar, right? You know, looking at them on paper, because we don't have film from this year, they're built the same way they were built last year. They're long, right? They're athletic. And so, you know, with that in mind, you got to be disciplined as an offense, and then you got to be patient, right? We're going to have to be patient today. We're going to have to do the little things matter, and when the opportunity comes, we got to be ready to strike.
Yeah, finally, Coach, in addition to that patience, what's a big key or two you stress to the guys pregame?
Well, we got to take care of the rock, right? And I say that's on everybody, right? You know, on both sides of the football, you know, the football is really important, right? And our defense needs it, man. We need to be seeking the football, right? Offensively, we need to be protecting the football. Special teams need to take care of the football. And so I think that's a huge key in early season games. No different. Defensively, I think we need to tackle in space well. And offensively, we got to put some drives together. We got to sustain drives, and we got to be patient in that.
Thanks, Coach. Get that win.
Yeah, let's go. Go Owls.
Rice fight. Scott Abel, head coach for Rice Owls. Rice coming up next, more of the pregame. It's Rice football from Learfield.
No matter what you're doing, a sprain, tear, or nagging ache can set you back. Until your expert orthopedic team at Houston Methodist uses advanced technology to personalize a treatment plan that's minimally invasive, healing your pain, and getting you back to life on your terms. That's the difference between practicing medicine and needing it. For you, Houston Methodist, leading medicine.
We want you out at the Bayou Bucket cheering on the Owls. It's all for HTX Day. A single game Owls tickets start as low as $22. They are now on sale either online, riceowls.com, or by calling 713-348-OWLS. Season tickets are a customized mini plan are also available. Get there early before the bucket kicks. We want you out at Tailgate Alley. Cheer on the blue and gray as they make their Owl Walk around 4. Get your tickets, 713-348-OWLS.
Which schools will take home the prestigious Learfield Directors Cup for the top college athletic programs for the 2025-26 college athletic season? Check out the criteria and follow the year-long standings of your favorite team at L Directors Cup on the X platform or online at thedirectorscup.com. Trophies will be awarded in June 2026 to the winning institutions in all college sports divisions. The Learfield Directors Cup, powered by NACDA, the crowning achievement in college athletics.
Kohl's Labor Day sale is here. Sure, it's hard to admit summer's ending, but with $10 off $25 spent at Kohl's, you can stop living in denial and start living in cute cardigans. Yep, we're back to wearing layers. So welcome fall with savings on jeans, tees, candles, and comfy bedding. And earn Kohl's cash all weekend. Trust me, your future cozy self will thank you. Select styles, some exclusions apply. Offer in September 1st. See store or Kohls.com for details.
Whose decision was it to open these windows? My God.
Yours.
Yeah. I thought we had to feel the Louisiana ambiance, you know.
Well, it's not much different from Houston. I mean,
It's not.
About?
But I'm looking out for you. By the way, credit Nate fixed our in the booth feed. We're on now. He's not just a pretty face in front of the camera. He lent me his desktop cam and partially, I don't know, get a kickback, build a company.
You got to know how to do things when you work a morning show, my friend.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Yeah, jack of all trades,
You're out in the field,
of...
you got to know how to do things.
All right, let's go to the Houston Methodist injury report. The big thing to watch for the Owls, we know Braylon Walker is out, and that stinks for him because he was the Owls' leading returning receiver from Sulphur, Louisiana nearby, and Lake Charles Prep just about 75 minutes down the road. He is not playing in tonight's game. What we're going to watch for is if Play Wyatt plays. How big would it be? Remember, he tore up his knee week 1 last year, that big loss against Sam Houston. He's on the trip. He is suited up. He started practicing the last week of practice. Getting Play Wyatt back would be tremendous for this defense.
You're talking about a D1 top-tier player. If Play Wyatt is playing this evening, he is definitely one of the guys who is a captain of this defense. And he can make calls. He can also go to guys and tell them what they're not doing right, what they need to improve upon, and he can do it during the course of the game. Cool Hand Luke is who he is.
I like that.
Yeah.
Good movie, too.
Yeah, no question.
Good movie, too. Chase Jenkins, your out starting quarterback. We'll go over more of the starters in just a second. Right now, the Louisiana Ragin Cajuns band is clad in their red tops, their red hats, and they are ready to hoot and holler with their team coming out. That is the end zone to our to be, actually, Guy, it's not a north-south field. It's a little bit northeast-southeast, as we can see the sun just to our right, but they're about to come on, and the Owls are onto the field right now. They are clad in their blue pants, their blue helmets with Old English R. They have their white jerseys and blue numerals, and there's Play Wyatt, the aforementioned, one of the Owls leaders, and they are going right towards that Louisiana student section, hooting it up. We'll have the starting lineup in the opening kick coming up in just a second. The Scott Abel era almost underway from Our Lady of Lourdes Stadium. Opening kickoff next. It's Rice football from Learfield.
Porsche is proud to partner with Rice University, celebrating a shared commitment to excellence and innovation. As part of this exclusive partnership, Rice students, alumni, and staff are eligible for special incentives on new Porsche models, including the all-electric 2025 Macan. Plus, enjoy 3 years of complimentary maintenance with the purchase of any new vehicle. Visit today and show your Rice ID to take advantage. This offer is just for the Rice community.
I'm Chris Shoppa, owner of Shoppa's. For 42 years, our family has been providing you the best John Deere products and services in the industry. One of the things I'm most proud of is when you come to Shoppa's, you are buying more than a piece of equipment. It's a commitment from our Shoppa's family to yours to support you after the sale and be there when you need us. So the next time you're in the market for a John Deere tractor, a gator, or a mower, come see us at Shoppa's and experience what we call the Shoppa's difference.
Keeping it towards the end zone left side, jump ball, it's caught, touchdown Rice Owls, looking, throwing left side towards the end zone, back of the end zone, juggled and caught, touchdown Rice Owls, touchdown back of the end zone, fly Owls fly.
On the Rice Sports Network from Learfield. Welcome to live play-by-play coverage of Owls football. Owls football is brought to you by The Parking Spot. The Parking Spot. We have airport parking covered. And by Houston Methodist, leading medicine. Now let's head inside the stadium alongside Nate Griffin. Here's the voice of the Owls, J.P. Heath.
With some boudin in our bellies, currently swampy, muggy, 91 degrees here in Lafayette, Louisiana. The Scott Abel era begins tonight from the refurbished facilities in Lafayette. The Rice Owls play here against those Ragin Cajuns of Louisiana for a 14th year, most of it by choice and free will. My friend Nate Griffin of Fox 26 is by my side. More from him in his second, in his 18th year calling Owls football. Somehow he survived 4 years without me. God bless you, David Salzman. Jason Metko is the approved in the approved sideline attire. A little swampy down there. He brought the poncho just in case. Walter Donaldson, engineering for an 11 season, and as he has done for every Rice season since 1980-ish, when the likes of Doug Johnson, Kerry Overton, Kevin Trigg, and Charles Thompson were doing their talents on the South Main. His magnanimous nature is known far and wide. It's the one, the only Bob Schlanger. Boudin Bob has a nice ring to it.
1945.
Yeah, since Moses was a freshman. We are so proud to welcome a couple new names to our quirky broadcast family. Will Thompson is our cheerful spotter. Baron Easterling producing back in the Learfield studio. Nate, so great to be back. I mean this heartfelt. Can't wait to have some Rice Owls football every season. I look forward to it, but a new era is dawning. We're about to kick this sucker off.
Yeah, I think people want to see the offense. We want to see the offense. We go to practice, we sweat out there with the guys, and it's just a matter of, okay, how good is this offense going to be under real fire? You've got a completely different team that you're going up against. And, of course, they won the Sun Belt last year, so this is a team that's lost a lot of great players, but they still have some pretty good players on that squad. What will Scott Abel and team do tonight offensively and defensively to show that they're going to be a team to reckon with in the American?
I can tell you one thing. I don't know how many wins they'll have. I don't know who will be the stars necessarily, but I can tell you they'll run the football.
They'll run a lot.
Scott Abel coming, of course, from Davidson, the all-time winningest coach there. His offense led the FCS the last 5 seasons and 6 of the last 7 in rushing. 334 yards a game the last 7. I'm not saying, oh, they will have 334 this year, but my friend, they're going to run the football. But how much can they keep them honest with the throw? We'll see.
Well, here's the thing. Nobody has film, right? They have to go back and look to see what he did at Davidson, so they can't tell you what he's going to do at Rice. He's got some backs. You're talking about Quentin Jackson, quicker than a gnat. You also have Dalen Alexander. You've got DeAndre Hardeman. You've got some guys that you can throw at him. And you've also got some slot guys. They're going to run a lot of slot as well. So look for that to happen. And Chase Jenkins, this guy's got some wheels, JP. And all he's going to be doing is probably going to be the one read and do whatever he's going to do with the ball, whether he pitches it or hands it off. He doesn't have a whole lot of time in this offense. You got to make your reads and get going.
Yeah, Scott Abel told me during the week, by the way, side plug, Rice Unfiltered podcast, that he saw film of Chase Jenkins before he even took the job and say, oh, that's the guy I could coach.
We get to play with this guy.
So he has full confidence in Chase Jenkins, and you'll know some of the names and a newly reworked offensive line with a couple guys that are holdovers. We'll get to the starters in a second, but the OC and offensive line guru is Vince Munch in his first season. Right now, Louisiana Lafayette has just strutted onto the field. Some of the guys have taken knees into the end zone to our right. They have the red headgear, the red jerseys, white pants with that black and red piping up the sides, and the Owls captains going out onto the field. Among them, Micah Barnett, Quentin Jackson is out there for the Rice Owls. Ty Morris as well for the blue and gray at midfield right now.
You know what's so cool?
Go ahead. Play
Micah
Wyatt is out there too.
Barnett,
Want to give props to Play Wyatt. Sorry, Nate.
Micah Barnett finally getting an opportunity to play on an every game basis. And that's what's so cool. He's got that big frame, big body, 6'2", 232. They're going to use him in several different ways. Really anxious to see how he is going to play on this squad and how he's going to mix in with this squad. And you talk about Play Wyatt being out there. The question is whether or not he will play, pardon the pun.
Play can play. Right now, Louisiana wins the toss, and they elect to defer. So Rice will have the football to start things out here. That offense under, we mentioned first-year O-line coach O.C. Vince Munch at the hip with Coach Abel, but Coach Abel does call the plays and runs this offense. The starting center is David Stickle, the Florida State transfer. 6'4", 292, the grad student. The guards, Patrick Vallant and John Long. John Long shedding some LBs, lost 30 pounds in the offseason, the Land Passes product. And the tackles, Luke Needham from Germantown, Tennessee. And the other tackle is Luke Miller. I'm going to have to get out of the habit of saying left and right tackle because a lot of movements with they call it the split tackle and the tight tackle, and the same with their guards. They move around there. The tight end, as we talked about, Micah Barnett, the 6'2 senior from Dickinson. Lots of slots, lots of running backs, similar to the terminology at Army with the slots and Navy, who we've seen recently, but mainly Aaron Turner. Fans are going to like Aaron Turner receiving and running. He is a jitterbug. Cincinnati transfer, big play guy. His older brother, a GA on the staff. He was the first recruit by Coach Abel at Davidson. Drayden Dickman, fast like lightning, the Georgetown product, the other slot. You remember Landon Ransom goals. He'll mix in there. So will Tyson Thompson, the spring product. But Quentin Jackson, 5'7", all of $165. He told me, I'm $165, listed at 160, but most likely could be the Owls' leading rusher this year. And, of course, Chase Jenkins, the 6', 190-pound redshirt sophomore from Katy and A-Lee Taylor. First career start coming up today here in just a second after the Owls get the football. It's Thompson and Jackson going back to return this to our right. It's a turf field, very muggy here. The lights are on. Big white, black, and red center with a little chili pepper there. The Ragin Cajuns logo at midfield. And it is finally time for some football. Good to be back, year 14 of the Heath and Griffin experiment.
It'll be a whole lot of fun. If they've experimented with us for 14 years, I guess they must like it. So we got to do a good job.
Might as well.
There you go.
Let's go. Kickoff man coming up for the Raging Cajuns is Tony Sterner, a Kingwood product. Incarnate Word transfer went to Kingwood Park. Sterner counts to 10, and the Scott Abel era in 2025 season is underway with a kick that's short coming up to the 10. Jackson right hash, 15, 20, takes a right turn past the 25, the 30, right the 40, got grabbed around the knee and up the sideline for a 32-yard return. Just like that, Owls will have the football after Trey Tomlinson brought him down on special teams. There is a flag down at the 23-yard line the far way.
We'll have to see what happened there. With the flag.
There's a hold. We do not have the official's mic, but I can assure you Stephen Robinson, the dulcet tones of the white hat. So, inauspicious beginning here, but the Owls will march it back and take over. That defense for the Raging Cajuns under the coordinator, Jim Salgado. Jordan Lawson, all-conference guy from Brandon, Mississippi, Nathaniel. Kadarius Miller from Magnolia, Mississippi nearby. And then Chase Edwards on the D-line. They run a nickel back in there, Elam, but the linebackers, Edwards and Duggar with Williams and Whitfield. The corners, Corline Flowers and Lorenzel Dubose, and Clark and Skipper are the safeties. Owls officially starting this one at the 13, right to left. Jenkins, a handoff up the middle, and it's Quentin Jackson clanging his way off. Actually, Jake St. Andre, the backup linebacker, actually started. It goes for 5 off the right hash. Second down and 5. Right to left, blue and gray. We're just getting underway. They say 4 yards, second down and 6.
As we have told you, this is a different type of offense. I asked offensive coordinator Munch, do you guys designate your first 15 plays? He says they don't. We go with what the defense gives us, so expect these guys to run whatever they see defensively soft.
Artis Cole, the receiver to the left. Snap comes, a little pop pass up ahead. It's taken around to the left end, picked up down the left sideline up to 25 and the 30. And Drayden Dickman gets bumped out of bounds after a first down run to the 24-yard line. 7 yards after Terrence Williams hauls him down at the 24. First down, Rice.
Yeah, Dickman's another one of those speed guys that you can certainly give the ball off to. Flanker reverse, a little bit of a toss there, just let him do his thing.
That 6 looked like an 8. I said Lucas Shearhorn is a quarterback, not a slot guy. But it definitely was Dickman, the first down. Owls right to left, no score, a minute plus in. Snap to Jenkins, handoff to Jackson. Zigs his way right, zags his way left, and got stood up by that red wall of the defense and pushed back A linebacker, Duggar, coming in to help out after he got 4 yards upfield. Second down and 6 for the blue and gray to the 28-yard line.
You'll see this offense run a lot of motion as well. What they're trying to do is confuse the defense, maybe move the safety so that you can create a hole for the running back board. I tell you what, though, you're going to see a whole lot of movement in this offense. Don't allow your eyes to roam too much because you can get fooled by one play. Doesn't take long.
Can say that again. There's no score. 13-18. Second and 6. Right to left. Alza 28. Barnett to the left. Alexander is the back. Snap Jenkins. Handoff to Dalen Alexander. Shimmies his way out of one tackle. Comes to the near sideline and gets that extra burst for a first down at the 35. Courtline Flowers is the one eventually hauled him down, but not before an 8-yard gain around this near way to the 36-yard line. 2 really good runs this drive so far.
Yeah, you talk about getting first downs always seems to be a problem. Well, this particular offense, they're looking to get 4 yards every time they touch the ball.
I won't argue with that.
No, sir.
Turn to the slot left side. Owls have a tight end, Barnett, to the right. No receiver to the right side, but 2 to this near way. First and 10, the 36. Shotgun snap to Jenkins. Handoff to Alexander around the right. Nope, that was the fake. You have to watch those eyes again. They fool your eyes. Just watch with the eyes as Duggar hauls down Jenkins on that keeper. Second down and 9. Chase Jenkins last season had 1 rush for 2 yards. He got his first rush there for 1 yard. Second and 9 at the 37.
They call it eye discipline, JP, and of course the defense has to have that. They run a 4-3 up front. That's their basic designation. Their defensive coordinator is new. This is his first season, comes from Michigan State as well as Washington. So the guys got
second down and 9. Snap Jenkins, hand around the right end to Turner. He got turned back to the inside in between the hashes and got belly bumped down at the 39-yard line for a couple of yards. Terrence Williams from nearby Manny, Louisiana, up the road. Played 14 games last year. And now third down and 7. Scoreless. About 3.5 minutes into this game. Rice's first possession.
Normally a passing down, but we've seen Army not pass in a situation like this. They come out with something rather tricky.
Owls a couple of first downs. It's their first third down scenario of the season. 3rd and 7 to 39. Snap comes to the knees. Couple of fakes to the left. Nothing there to the right. Jenkins back to the left. Is scrambling for his life. And he is sacked way back at the 25-yard line. Terrence Williams for a drop of 14 to the 26-yard line. That drive fizzled fast. 4 minutes in. Rice will have to punt.
That's not what you wanted to see, but understand, these guys are excited, especially with a brand new offense. You're going up against a team, once again, that won the Sun Belt last year, and they do return some players from that defense.
Robert Williams from Humble back to return this Baqueta punt, and a flag comes in, and another one rains down from the sky. It'll be an illegal substitution. Rice 12 guys in the huddle. So not too much difference between 4th and 20 and 4th and 25 at this point, but goes against the blue and gray.
It's about discipline. You got to know. And these aren't the kinds of mistakes that you want to make. 5 yards, 10 yards, doesn't matter what it is.
For Louisiana, number 0, Robert Williams.
So Robert Williams, 6'2", buck 83, Trinity Christian High School, and an Humble product. And Sean Baqueta back to punt for the blue and gray. Deep snap comes back from Freeman. The kick is up in the air, middle of the field in this swampy Saturday night. Fielded by Williams, gets out of traffic to 40, up to the 44-yard line outside the right hash. And Andrew Alway on special teams brings him down after a 5-yard return from Williams and a 41-yard Baqueta punt. That was about his average last season. We have a timeout on the field. Rice nothing, Louisiana nothing. Back in a moment here from Our Lady of Lourdes Stadium. It's Rice football from Learfield.
Your health is personal, which is why your Houston Methodist primary care team takes the time to get to know you and your unique goals, offering personalized health care at more than 40 locations throughout Greater Houston, with same-day clinics when you're sick and expert specialists when you need them. That's the difference between practicing medicine and leading it for you. Houston Methodist, leading medicine.
Aw, shucks, the game's on TV, but I can't listen to the call of my favorite team broadcasters. Never fear, Sync My Game is here.
Sync My Game?
Yes, Sync My Game. If you have a DVR and streaming device, head to syncmygame.com from Learfield. It's never been easier to hear the impassioned voices of your favorite radio crew synced with the TV.
Wow, thank you, Mr.
Just remember, syncmygame.com.
Is a powerful example of how healthcare and education
mid-season form, right? Rice nothing and Louisiana nothing. Raging Cajuns first possession with Nate Griffin on JP Heath. Bill Thompson spotting. Bob Schlinger here. Walter Donaldson, Jason Metko. Jason, anything down on the sideline so far?
Scott Abel was not happy with that illegal substitution call, trying to talk with one of the officials as to what the call was, and it was pretty heated, to say the least.
Let's go with that Rice starting lineup as they're still in the web stream timeout here. The Owls defensive line, there's going to be a lot of guys. New defensive coordinator John Kay, D-line coach Ty Warren calls it his trust tree. So the main names you'll remember: Blake Banish, 6'3", big old Rice farming kid from Needville. He's the defensive tackle, could be a Sunday guy. Say hi to Grandpa on the stream. We know he likes watching us in the booth. Joseph Matumbo, another defensive end from Fort Worth. Christopher Clark Jolivet is a nose tackle. Michael Daly Pops, the old man, the rush defensive end, BYU transfer. Key linebacker for the Blue and Gray. Leading returning tackler is Ty Morris from Decaney High School in Spring. He is a junior. Andrew Alway in the middle of things from Mansfield. He's a sixth-year guy. Peyton Stevenson is the Viper. Pay attention to the name of Kerry Crump, 6 foot 172. Houston Christian transfer on one side of the DB room. Amari Porter, the other, a Stanford transfer. And Jack Coney and Davion Hook, the safeties. Yes, that's how it matches up right now. They're showing a cover 2 shell over the top. 1st and 10, Louisiana. Walker Howard, the local product, takes the high snap and puts it in the belly of the back, who shifts to his right. Perry up the right sideline. Flag comes in as he's turned back inside by Hook. And I believe a hold will come in.
That's got to be holding.
As it negates about a 9 or 10 yard run. Yes, indeed. March that back against the Raging Cajuns. This is an offense that averaged 26 points per game last year. They won 10 games. They lost 2 in the regular season. Cost them 8 yards on that play. So 1st and 18, mark it back to the 35. No score. Louisiana goes left to right in their home Reds. The Walker Howard, 6 foot 195, here from Lafayette and St. Thomas More High School. Started his college career at LSU for a year, 2 years at Ole Miss. Shotgun snap, comes back, looks left, throws a slant, caught at the 42, and the receiver is pushed back in the middle of the field. Gets 7 yards to Shelton Sampson. Shoved back by Peyton Stevenson. Sampson, no doubt, their #1 wide receiver.
Yeah, 6'4". He's got a lot of range, long arms, can certainly can go and get it.
So they're still behind the chain, 2nd and 11 at their own 43-yard line. 9:50 of this scoreless first quarter. Louisiana's first possession. Hard snap comes back to the chest of the shotgun for Howard. Wings it out to the left sideline, and it's grabbed by Perry coming out of the backfield. But he's wrapped up. A good open field tackle by Peyton Stevenson. Back to the original line of scrimmage, if that. Yes, 3rd down and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
You can usually tell how a team is going to tackle from the first 2 or 3 plays. And the Rice Owls have been in front of their man. They've done a nice job of bringing him down.
Stevenson last year played 12 games, 19 total tackles, computer science major from Demopolis, Alabama. 3rd down and 10, their own 44. Back to pass, patting the ball, looking left side, airing it out down the sideline, caught at the 38 and immediately out of bounds. Davion Hook pushes out Sampson. Still no score. 19 yards down that left side. Yeah, Howard can fling it a bit there.
Yeah, he really can, and certainly that's what he wants to do. Nothing changes. This is what they did last year. Air raid offense, same type of offense, and Howard's just coming in and doing what they did last year.
Tight end left is Caden Jensen. Snapping a handoff up the middle. Perry zips to the right, stops on a dime, shifts his momentum forward to the left, going downhill inside the 30. He chews off 8 yards there on the first down play. 2nd and 2 at the Rice 29-yard line. Blake Banish back in. along with Christopher Clark Jolivet, the fur product in Houston. 2nd and 2 at the 29 of Rice. Still no score. Howard claps, red helmet, white numerals, takes the snap, looks left, throws left. Quick outlet, out pass to the left side is knocked away, incomplete. Amari Porter, as they tried to fling it around the left side to Landon Baptiste from Lafayette here in town. 3rd down and 2 at the Rice 29-yard line.
Now it's got some pretty good corners out there. We've been telling you about him. Kerry Crump, he's from Michigan, and he's on one side, has pro potential. And Amari Porter, 6'2", 198. He played at Auburn, also Stanford, and he's long, can defend those taller guys.
Read my mind, year 14. They have a lot of length. 3rd and 2, the 29. Shotgun snap, handoff left to Davis, and Davis will surge his way for a 1st down. He only needed 2 from inside the 30. Andrew Alway, the first one there with the helmet, as it goes 3 yards on that black and white and red Sunbelt Conference logo. Officially call it 1st down at the Rice 26-yard line.
And I'm sure, you know, right now, Rice's defense sort of back on their heels a little bit based on the way this offense is moving. Talking about, you know, Louisiana's offense, got to find a way to constrict the red zone because these guys are moving the ball.
Sampson back in there, the wide receiver for the Ragin Cajuns, and Wajuaku in there at defensive line for Rice. Snap, play action. Howard gets a good block from Davis. Hit hard as he flings it to the left sideline. Incomplete at the 23. Looking for the tight end Chappell, who is covered over there by Ty Morris. But what a hit by the blue and gray. Joseph Matumbo, the Coke machine with shoulder pads on there. He put a big lick there on Howard.
Yeah, you talk about this offense for Louisiana. A lot of play action, lots of trickery. You'll see some RPO, air raid. You'll see a bunch of that. So the defense really has to be on top of their game.
Robert Williams, one of the 3 wide receivers for the Ragin Cajuns. 2nd and 10 at the Rice 26. There's still no score. Their first drive here. Howard is 3 of 5 for 29 yards. The officials are gathering with their striped jerseys. There's 4 of them about 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage, pointing here, looking up here, and just having a good old time. I'm sure they're not talking about the post-game etouffee here. And now a flag comes in very late or very early.
We got intentional ground.
That matches up. Intentional grounding coming up. I did not see that. I guess the ball did not make it past the line of scrimmage, but it was at least in the area of the tight end Chappell there, covered nicely by Morris. I'm not complaining about the result, mind you, but I did not agree with that call.
That is intentional grounding according to this crew.
So it marks back to the 38-yard line-ish. Yeah, 2nd down and 22 now at the Rice 38, about halfway through this opening stanza.
So penalties have cost them about 21 yards.
They have not been good, at least for the guys in red here. 2nd and 22 to 38. Under the lights here in Lafayette. Snap Howard, hand to Perry, bangs his way right to his left. He's pushed back there by Michael Daly and Andrew Alway. They'll give him a couple yards downfield, but the Owls will not complain with that. Down to the 36-yard line. 3rd down and forever. They got to get back down to Lake Charles for the 1st down.
Much better tackling that time, and you saw Rice read the play well. Got to do a little bit more reading. Don't let them get down far into your territory where all of a sudden you're under pressure.
Robert Williams, the humble kid, wide receiver to the near side right. 3rd down and 20 at the Rice 36. They're 2 for 2 on their 3rd down so far. One back to the left of Howard. That's still Perry. And they actually, no, they motion Davis out to the right. Snap comes back. He pats the football, looks left on a quick slant. Caught at the 31-yard line, and receiver is picked up and slammed back by Amari Porter at the 30-yard line, and he's down for a 6-yard gain to the 30-yard line. Yes, indeed. That was Sampson on that catch.
Yeah, Shelton Sampson's going to be Howard's main guy. They know each other from before. They have a relationship. And, of course, when you have a 6'4" receiver, you throw the ball to him.
The kicker is Sterner here. It's going to be left hash, a 47-yard attempt going to the end zone to our right. Low snap, picks it up off the carpet. Left-footed kicker. The kick is high, end over end through the uprights to the right. The white shaded uprights with that red pad. It's through. 47-yard field goal. Sterner had one field goal last year of 27 yards, and he makes something out of nothing in this drive at the 6:04 mark. We'll wrap the drive in a second as Louisiana breaks the seal first of this game. from Our Lady of Lourdes Stadium here in Lafayette. Score, Louisiana 3, Rice nothing on the Varsity Network app and the Owls Gameday app. 3-0 Ragin Cajun. This is Rice football from Learfield.
Every great team has a game plan. What's your game plan for retirement? Join us in person for a 2-night comprehensive retirement planning university course. It's interactive, instructor-led, and covers what you need to know when it comes to retirement planning, taxes, income strategies, common mistakes, and more. If retirement is the next play for you, this class sets the formation. Reserve your seat at retirementplanninguniversity.com. That's retirementplanninguniversity.com. Retirement Planning University is a nonprofit and not an accredited university. See website for disclosures. Go Owls!
Rice fans, need a place to stay while watching your Owls play ball? Located just steps from campus is the Hilton Houston Medical Center. Visit us today at houstonplaza.hilton.com or call 713-313-4000 to get that special Rice discount. Again, that's houstonplaza.hilton.com or call 713-313-4000 to get that special Rice discount now.
6:04 remaining in the first quarter, and the Ragin Cajuns have struck first. They lead 3-0. 10 plays, 26 yards, took 4 minutes, 21 seconds. The 47-yard field goal by Tony Stern. South Main Fund, Rice Athletics has announced the launch of the South Main Fund, a new way for donors to directly support Rice student athletes and help ensure we continue to recruit, retain, and develop the best in the nation. This fund supports NIL opportunities and provides resources to keep our teams competitive. Give today at riceowlclub.com. Give, go Owls. JP?
Jason Metko, I tried my darndest. It's a rock concert here, so I couldn't hear you if you even said anything during the break, but how are things down on the field right now? What say you?
Still businesslike. The defense was able to stop that last third down, so we'll try to get the ball back and move it back up the field, boys.
The chauffeur deluxe, Jason Metko, will get a volleyball and soccer update from him in just a little bit. We've got Bob back on our halftime updates.
Shall we just say cast of characters?
Many cast of characters.
Yes, yes.
Appreciate you all tuning in. Rice and Louisiana, the season opener. These two teams familiar with each other. Last time they played a couple years back at Rice Stadium, remember, Louisiana came in with the longest winning streak in the nation, and Rice ended that. Mike Bloomberg, the head coach at the time, said, hey, that's the biggest win we've had here. And I put that up with the Marshall win during his time, but it was a huge win. They've picked things back up a little bit the last couple years. Back deep again, it is Jackson chasing this ball that flutters down again short, but at the 5, he cradles and zips up the sideline, up past the numbers, right sideline to the 25-yard line, and he will meander up to around the 28-yard line. Quentin Jackson, who was one of the best special team returners in school history last year. You never like your kickoff return guys getting the number of returns that he had, but the average was really good. 3-0 Louisiana. A few ticks under the 6-minute mark. That was a 28-yard return by Jackson. What did you make? A couple good running plays by Rice in that first drive.
Yeah, but it's going to be important for them to really get going in this drive. You want to build confidence in Chase Jenkins, and he needs to have a good series leading to either 3 or 7.
Jenkins 2 of 2 for 9 yards. He also ran it for, it was a negative 12 yards on that first drive. Down the line, option to the left, pitches it left to Ransom Goals, the 30 near way. He is shoved out of bounds by the free safety, Jalen Clark, New Orleans product, but a respectable gain up to the 34, 7 yards. Waiting more for Landon Ransom Goals from Trophy Club, Byron Nelson High School near Fort Worth. He can scoot it. A lot of speed on this Owls offense.
I really like him, JP. I think he's going to be really valuable in this offense. And the thing is, you can already see how this offense is going to work. It's just a matter of being able to get those reps that right now the Rice Owls need.
Owls picking up the tempo a little bit after that first down. Hand to Alexander, turns his way ahead, knocks down a lineman long, blocking for him, and a first down across the 40. 7 more yards turning for the Owls as Caleb Caboti from Baton Rouge makes the stop. 6'1", 227, 3-0 Louisiana. The Owls another first down up to the 42-yard line.
And Alexander's out after getting that first down. Q-Jack is in.
And they move Porter to the left as the receiver next to Ransom Goals in the slot. Snap. A handoff to Jackson. Brushes off a hip-high tackle from the first Ragin' Cajuns coming through. Williams, and he slides up to around the 44. They might give him the 45-yard line. They'll give him 3. Second down and 7 here. Rice right to left near the 4.5-minute mark, trailing Louisiana 3-0.
So this offensive line, good size. The guards are bigger, if you will. The right guard, Patrick Vallant, is 6'3", 325. John Long is 329. But your tackles aren't nearly as big.
They can move. 2nd and 7 at the 45, right to left. Option to the right side. Decides to pitch it over to Tyson Thompson outside the numbers. He corralled a high pitch and took it around the right end past midfield. Met Caleb Cabody right at the sticks. 7 more yards. That's the popular rushing total. And they will not move the chains just yet. It'll be 3rd down and less than a yard there, that far away.
Got to be able to run, and that's what we're seeing right now, JP. These guys chopping up some yards.
Right hash, they go up tempo. Hand to Quentin Jackson. Yes, indeed. I had to wait a hiccup, Nate, to see if he actually took that hard sell. He meets Skipper there after the first down to the 45. 3 more yards, just what they needed. Louisiana 3, Rice nothing. 3 minutes, 35 seconds in this moving first quarter clock. Under the lights here at the beautiful Our Lady of Lourdes Stadium. It's a nice, muggy South Louisiana night.
Yes, indeed. Hey, I'm going to give you a little help. If it's Chase Jenkins, I'll say 1. If it's Quentin Jackson, I'll say 2.
We'll pick it up. First quarter, first game of this new era. All right, under the lights here. Here's the snap to Jenkins now after that fake. No, he did give it to Thompson. Skittles around the left side and falls his way. Just made up a few new words there. Down to the 41 left side. 4 more yards. Tyson Thompson corralled there by Jaden Duggar, the Mike linebacker. 2nd down. And they'll need about, and they will say about 6. Talked to Tyson Thompson a couple times here in the offseason. He said, hey, I waited my turn. He had 4 games started last year. Yep. He is amped. He's excited about this new slot role.
He's an exciting player. Really looking forward to see his progress this season.
Owls are always out of the shotgun. They put Ransom Goals in motion. A snap handoff to Alexander. Powers his way off left tackle. High stepping near way the 35. Somersaults his way inside the 30. Lorenzel Dubose from Monroe. He's a junior corner. Coming up to play the run, 10 yards around this left side. I told you, Nate, not that you didn't agree with me, the Rice Owls running the football here this first quarter, north of the 2-minute mark, trailing 3-0.
Yeah, this is good stuff. Dale Alexander, 5'10", 215, and he's got some scoots out of Pflugerville and gets it done.
Quentin Jackson back in there as the back, and they motion Thompson down almost as an eye right by Jenkins, but now he audibles here under the 2-minute mark. First down at the 31. Owls trailing 3-0. Low snap, handoff Jackson. Goes to the right, pitter-patters those feet and chomps those legs. And just runs into that red and white swarm, getting 4 yards downfield. Down the 28-yard line. 100 seconds left in this opening quarter. 3-0 Louisiana.
Louisiana's going to feel like we feel when we play Army.
A lot of opponents this year will feel like that.
That's exactly right. This kind of an offense where you can't, you just don't know where the ball is going. You have to have great eye discipline.
This is the 9th play of the drive for the Rice Owls. It started back at the 28. Here's the snap and a handoff around the right end to Quentin Jackson. Got stopped, stood up, and spun out of that and got a few more yards downfield inside the 20 for a first down. He ran around an arm tackle that Duggar had to clean up. The Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania middle linebacker brought him down inside the red zone. And it'll be a new, fresh set of downs for the blue and gray at the minute mark, trailing 3-0 against Louisiana.
They say Q Jack's only 160, but when I saw him, I asked him, did you pick up any weight? He said, yeah, I'm up around 165. And you can tell, much stronger. He can turn on the dime and leave you change. So, I mean, this is the kind of guy you want to give the ball to. That's why he's the starter.
Yeah, Quentin Jackson, 275 of the Owls, 282 returning rushing yards. Alexander the back now. 1st and 10 to 19, nearing the half a minute. Handoff right. And Alexander will tumble his way to the right. But again, that forward lean as Courtline Flowers, the corner, makes that tackle at the 14. 4, they might give him 5 there. Left foot, right foot spot. Yes, indeed, 5. 2nd down and 5 for the Rice Owls.
And here's the other thing. You talk about winning the time of possession. That's what you want to do if you're Rice. Right now, about 14 seconds, 4:35, but this is their best possession.
Gunn. Jenkins inside the 15-yard line. Snap and a hand to left side. Alexander rolls inside the 10-yard line and Great job cutting off that corner. The linebacker, Duggar, comes over and saves that angle.
A little bit slow to get up.
Down to the 8-yard line. 6 yards on that gain. We have the end of the first quarter. Jason Metko, a quick sideline report.
Got cold down here on the near sideline, fellas.
Okay, we'll keep an eye on that. Artis Cole, that's the last thing they needed with a wide receiver injury. Get an update on that as it goes. Into the first quarter. Louisiana leading Rice 3-0, but Rice is driving on the Varsity Network app and the Owls Gameday app. Score, Louisiana 3, Rice 0. This is Rice football from Learfield.
Owl fans know where to stay when they come to Houston. The Courtyard by Marriott, Rice University, is their preferred choice. Whether cheering on the team or kicking off their Rice experience during O Week, just minutes from Rice Village and less than 2 miles to campus, we provide the right mix of convenience and accessibility. Coming in spring 2025, enjoy Michelin-starred dim sum excellence in our restaurant. Cheer for the Owls by raising a glass in the lounge and start the day right with breakfast in the bistro. Call 713-661-5669 to make a reservation and be sure to ask for the Rice University rate. We look forward to welcoming you.
Big trip on the horizon? Before you depart, you gotta park. The parking spot is a simpler, easier way to navigate airport parking, and you can save when you book online. You're guaranteed a spot, and we even pick you up at your trunk in our yellow and black spotted shuttles and take you straight to the terminal. Parking and saving come full circle at The Parking Spot. The Parking Spot, proud sponsor of Rice University. Visit theparkingspot.com to reserve your spot today.
Back at Lafayette, Louisiana, the Ragin Cajuns leading the Rice Owls 3-0. They had a field goal by Sterner of 47 yards. Big old boot, herky-jerky drive for them. Rice has had the ball since the 6:04 mark. Owls had it 10 minutes and 39 seconds of possession in that opening quarter. This drive started at just around that 6-minute mark. Houston Methodist, the official healthcare provider for Rice Athletics. Visit us at HoustonMethodist.org. Houston Methodist leading medicine. Got a great crew here. Appreciate Barron back at the studio. Jason on the sideline. Walter Engineering with Spotter Will and Statman Bob entering his 45th year on the Owls stat crew. Hey Griffin, what say you?
I say right now, looking at the stats, total yards for Rice 77. Ragin Cajuns 36. And apparently they hadn't updated the board when I was talking about the time of possession a few minutes ago. Time of possession, you just corrected that. 10 minutes and 39 seconds for the Rice Owls. For the Ragin Cajuns, 4:21. So that tells you if you are effective in this offense, not only are you going to win on the scoreboard 9 times out of 10 and gain a whole lot of yards, you're also going to win in time of possession, which keeps the ball away from them. Any kind of high-scoring offense, you want to keep the ball away from them.
Limit the possession.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, minimize that. It's also easier on your defense.
Yes, much easier. They get a chance to rest. And here's the other thing. Rice Owls have not thrown one pass. One pass. That's right. That little that shuffle pass, I got to get adjusted to this little shuffle pass stuff.
He's got 3 of them.
They do. Yeah, so let's see.
Yeah, Jenkins is 3 of 3 for 13 yards, but it's the little pop pass that kind of came in vogue. Art Briles at Baylor on those jet sweeps, and then they do the pop pass.
It's not your typical traditional pass that you look for downfield. It's not that at all.
Yeah, to your point, not going downfield. All right, switch into the field. Rice driving our way. We like that. At the 8-yard line, left hash in their road whites, blue numerals, names on the back, blue headgear, and blue pants. Last year, this defense, the only team in the country, Louisiana, that allowed a score every possession of the red zone. Twin receivers to the right. One of those, Thompson, goes in motion. Snap, a fake. Jenkins options to the right, inside the 5, faked the pitch, and he got in down to the 1. Tyree Skipper saves 6 there. A great run by Chase Jenkins, 7 yards on first down. Second down at the 2.
Well, Jenkins has a lot of herky-jerky in him. I don't see how you tackle him. I really don't. You got to wrap him around the legs. Otherwise, forget it.
Jenkins raises the leg, hands to Jackson, walks the dog. Left side, gets bent around like a pretzel, pops up for a touchdown. The first of many this season for the Rice Owls. From 2 yards out, Rice takes the lead 6-3 against Louisiana.
See that misdirection? That's what they ran, and they can do those kinds of things in this offense. Boy, this offense gives them so much leeway to just do different stuff on the football field that other teams typically do not see. And if you don't have any video on them, it's very difficult to know what they're going to do.
Enoch Goda coming on for the PAT, won that kicking battle in camp. Baqueta is the holder. Here's the snap. It's a high one. Put down. Line drive kick is up and through. Officials put those arms up. And Rice has a 7-3 lead. We have a timeout on the field. Rice 7 and Louisiana 3. 14:34 of the second. It's Rice football from Learfield.
Balancing your work, family, and health is a lot to manage. Houston Methodist has a lot to offer. Convenient primary care checkups, personalized orthopedics to keep you moving, and experts in specialties like cardiology, neurology, and GI, all in one manageable system, so you can stay healthy and strong. That's the difference between practicing medicine and leading it for you. Houston Methodist, leading medicine.
Which schools will take home the prestigious Learfield Directors Cup for the top college athletic programs for the 2025-26 college athletic season? Check out the criteria and follow the year-long standings of your favorite team at L Directors Cup on the X platform or online at thedirectorscup.com. Trophies will be awarded in June 2026 to the winning institutions in all college sports divisions. The Learfield Directors Cup, powered by NACDA, the crowning achievement in college athletics.
14:34 to go here until intermission. We are in Lafayette. It is 7-3 Rice. Quentin Jackson has put up 6 points via the touchdown. Tim Pernetti, kind enough to join us, the commissioner of the American. And Commissioner, talk about your second year at the helm and what you're expecting from this wonderful conference going forward.
Well, I'm glad it's football season. It's been a great first year. We really had a terrific year as far as creating momentum in the conference. We did some things that no other conference in America did. Rebranding our minimum vice presidents are presenting sharing program. With a token of appreciation. Did a really good job creating some more leagues. So yeah, we're competing on the field, but we got to work to build a great. So year two, we're expecting, honestly, just keep our pass opportunities out, and it's our responsibility to make sure that we have the guts to take some risk and do things differently.
Where do you see the biggest growth in year two?
Well, I think the commercial growth is really a great opportunity because the conference has been run in a very traditional way, but the reality is college is a commercial business now. And, whether we look to sell our conference naming rights or a jersey patch or innovative partnerships in all the categories of brands, they're all out for the taking. And, our key is just picking the right partners, right? We want partners that create a good experience improvement for student athletes.
Hang around a little longer. We could use you for a win here tonight. Thanks for doing this, Tim.
I'm sticking around. You got it.
Guys, back to you.
Yeah, would not mind the Lucky Rabbits put here for Tim Pernetti as if the Owls needed. But Rice, the good, strong, long drive here to get their first score of the season.
Yeah, 13 plays, 72 yards, 624 with a 2-yard touchdown run from Quentin Jackson. And the Rice Owls have a 7-3 lead, JP. 14:34 remaining in the second quarter. You look at the time of possession. I'm looking at that strongly. Right now, Rice, 11:05. Ragin Cajuns, 4:21.
Owls were a team bottom 30 in the country in TOP. They had it bottom under 29 minutes. We were talking a little bit like if they could get it 7-8 more minutes a game, I don't think that's asking too much.
That's not.
That's half a quarter. That takes a lot of stress off the defense. A very deep kick from Goda. He is Decaney soccer strong. It goes
so proud of him.
Well over the head of Williams, the kick returner. And they'll bring it out to the 25, right to left. Rice 7 and Ragin Cajuns 3 here, the opening half minute of this second quarter.
Yeah, really proud of Enoch Goda. And he's come in here and he struggled a little bit last year. Decaney knew he was going to be a good player, and certainly he has proven to be just that.
Here's Walker Howard, the local product, 4 of 5 passing. 35 yards. 5-star recruit signed with LSU. Backed up Jaden Daniels in his Heisman year. Transferred to Ole Miss. Sat behind Jackson Dart, first-round pick. So he's much ballyhooed. Shotgun snap, start the drive from the 45, and it's a handoff up the middle. And Perry took that ball for a yard. Second down and 9. They say 7 Davis, actually. 5'9", 225 from LaPlace, Louisiana.
Rice Owls doing a much better job at the point of attack and getting to the ball. All helmets to the ball. That's what the defense preaches.
Shotgun Howard. They go right to left, and they're home red jerseys. Play action to Davis. Back to pass. He's bumped a bit and throws it deep down the left sideline. Intercepted by the Rice Owls. Sliding at the 20. Jack Conne gets the pick. The Oregon State Beaver transfer comes up big on that deep route down that left seam, and Rice immediately snatches the football back, something Coach emphasized with us a little bit before the game. They got to take the ball away. Well, they did.
That's called takeaways, and that's what you saw. On the post route from the far side, post route, and you saw the DB underneath the wide receiver, and what happened was, you got a defensive end who gets a little bit of a hand on the quarterback. And that's exactly what happened. And now here I am on the Varsity Network app and the Owls Gameday app. The score is 7-3 Rice. This is Rice Owls football from Learfield. You got to hold up the thing if you want me to read it, you got to hold it up the whole time, JP.
I'm Chris Shoppa, owner of Shoppa's. For 42 years, our family has been providing you the best John Deere products and services in the industry. One of the things I'm most proud of is when you come to Shoppa's, you are buying more than a piece of equipment. It's a commitment from our Shoppa's family to yours to support you after the sale and be there when you need us. So the next time you're in the market for a John Deere tractor, a gator, or a mower, come see us at Shoppa's and experience what we call the Shoppa's difference.
When you're on the move and looking for nonstop college sports action, get the Varsity Network app and take the game with you everywhere. Stream live play-by-play from schools across the country right from your phone, free. Catch hundreds of weekly podcasts, including shows from your favorite teams, all in one place. From football Saturdays to midweek hoops, it's your all-access pass to the college sports world. Whether it's game day or just your daily drive, the Varsity Network app has you covered. Download now and listen live for free on the Varsity Network app.
The Bayou Bucket cheering on the Owls. It's all for HTX Day. Single game Owls tickets start as low as $22. That is a couple of copies for Nate Griffin. They are now on sale either online or by calling 713-348-OWLS. Season tickets or a customized mini plan are also available. Get there early before that bucket kicks next week. We want you out at Tailgate Alley. Don't miss the pregame concert for the Will Carter Band. Cheer on the blue and gray. They make that Owl Walk around 4. Get your tickets, 713-348-OWLS and riceowls.com.
2 balls to pick with you. One.
Just two?
$22 is 2 cups of coffee. Get out of here. That's at least 5. Okay, and then secondly, hey, I'm going to be emceeing the Bayou Bucket luncheon Wednesday.
That's your MC
yes,
voice?
Sir. Yes, sir. Wednesday. That's a Houston Touchdown Club. So really looking forward to it. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. I know you're going to be there. Bob's going to be there.
Been doing a lot of emceeing these days. Huh?
Well, I mean, it's okay.
Some of this?
Oh.
Volunteer?
Oh,
you don't work for free.
Some.
Okay, we got to get back to business here.
Yes,
some
sir.
numbers in a second. Opening minute plus of the second quarter. Rice 7 and Louisiana 3. Handoff Jackson after the Owls got the Conne pick. He twisted around the right end by the Sunbelt logo of the 25. Around the 28-yard line. He chews off about 6 yards. Ashley Williams Jr., that Jack defensive end, Arizona State Sun Devils. The tackle there, second down and 4 for the blue and gray.
Think that you're going to be able to one-arm tackle Q-Jack, think again. So far on the day, you're looking at Rice with 78 total rushing yards. And moving the ball down the field, matriculating the ball down the field, as Hank Stroud would say.
Second and 4, their own 28 left to right. Handoff to Jackson again. He disappears in the backs of his linemen blocking for him, but he got up past the 30, the middle of the field. Might give him the 31. Lance Williams, backup defensive lineman, makes that tackle. New Orleans product. Third and short. Owls quickly up to the line. Jenkins the shotgun. One receiver to the right. Cole is back in there. They put Dickman in motion to snap. Handoff to the up back, and he surges his way forward. Dalen Alexander gets that first down.
Dalen Alexander.
Fitzgerald West Jr. from Lafayette here in town. First down for the Rice Owls. Alexander, we've seen him in his short yardage packages in the past, and he picks up the first down there.
I just think once they get accustomed to running the offense in live bullet situations, I think they're really going to be good with this offense.
Rice leading 7-3 after the Kane pick. The Owls get it back moving, get up to their 34. Low snap to his right, fakes it up the middle, fakes a pitch to the left, and twists out of an arm tackle, but slowed down enough where he still picked up a couple of yards. He made something out of nothing. Jake St. Andre from Bossier City and Houghton High. The Houghton Tigers, I do believe. Second down, they will say actually a yard. They're second down at 9-35.
Defense has, we talk about eye discipline. They have to look for the pitch guy. They got to look for the handoff guy. And they got to look for the quarterback. So there's 3 different guys they got to look at and try to diagnose very quickly.
Find that football.
Yep,
right?
Find the ball.
Second and 9, they're on 35. Owls leading 7-3. Handoff to Alexander. He burst up the middle. He's grounded around the waist and shoved down by Terrence Williams, the Will linebacker. Also a Tiger. The Manny Tigers there. Been through there many a time. 4 yards up to the 39, left to right, Rice Owls.
To continue that chat on eye discipline, and by the time the opposition finds the ball, the other team is up the field 5, 7, 8, just chopping off yards.
Rice 2 of 3 on third downs and need 5 here, leading 7-3, 11:15 of this first half. Snap, and a time comes by Rice as the play clock did not seem to be an issue, but maybe Rice didn't like what they saw defensively. Yes, indeed, the blue and gray took that timeout. That's the first one taken by either team this game.
Blue and gray look to be getting into some sort of rhythm. We're starting to see it now. What they're doing, calling timeouts right before they actually run the play in case there's a problem. If they didn't like the defense or they want to call another play offensively, those are good things. And then you see your offense moving the ball down the field, and Chase is really doing a nice job. I mean, in terms of being able to keep those guys disciplined, doing a really, really nice job of making sure that these guys are in sync, running the right play.
Got a massive berm to our right. Rice is driving towards that huge hill there. And I'd say if there's one kid, there's about 1,000 kids mainly clad in red. And a lot of them are rolling down the hill a good distance. And they do not have a care in the world. They're playing catch. A couple kids got those neon sneakers and the boundless energy of youth out there. Rice 2 of 3 on third downs. Back to action after that quick timeout. 3rd and 5, the 39, leading 7-3. Knee-high snap. Jenkins back to pass the quick hot route over the middle. They say incomplete to Barnett as it skipped down to him near midfield. And Rice will punt it as Tyree Skipper, the strong safety, tried that little hot pass out to Barnett, the tight end, incomplete.
Yeah, he ran a slot post, if you will, a tight end, and he ran it into the seam. A very, very quick route. And if Chase Jenkins had been able to put it more towards his chest, he'd have caught it.
Back to punt for the Owls is McKenna. He had a 41-yarder earlier. Penn State transfer from 2 years ago, and an Atlanta, Georgia native. Last year averaged about 41. 4th and 5, they're on 39. Rice leading 7-3. It's a high punt. Williams calling the fair catch at his 20, in between the left hash and the 20-yard line. And it's a 40-yard high hanger in the air. And we have a timeout on the field. Want to try it again? Or you want me to take this one?
Let me try it again.
We're working with new outros, folks. I laminated this sheet of paper, and Nate's going to do this outro.
On the Varsity Network app and Owls Gameday app, the score is 7-3 Rice Owls. This is Rice Owls football from Learfield.
Porsche is proud to partner with Rice University, celebrating a shared commitment to excellence and innovation. As part of this exclusive partnership, Rice students, alumni, and staff are eligible for special incentives on new Porsche models, including the all-electric 2025 Macan. Plus, enjoy 3 years of complimentary maintenance with the purchase of any new vehicle. Visit today and show your Rice ID to take advantage. This offer is just for the Rice community.
Aw, shucks, the game's on TV, but I can't listen to the call of my favorite team broadcasters.
Never fear, Sync My Game is here.
Sync My Game?
Yes, Sync My Game. If you have a DVR and streaming device, head to syncmygame.com from Learfield. It's never been easier to hear the impassioned voices of your favorite radio crew synced with the TV.
Wow, thank you, Mr.
Just remember, syncmygame.com.
11 minutes to go in the first half. Live on the Varsity Network app and the Rice Gameday app. This is Rice Owls football from Learfield. Jason Metko with you on the sidelines, where we are observing a lot of these plastic footballs that have been launched accidentally by the mass amount of kids that JP was talking about in the end zone to our right. JP, Nate, Walter, Bob, I've got plenty of footballs if y'all want some.
Okay, so no unsportsmanlike penalty yet. Just
not yet. There has been a warning issued, though. That was about 10 minutes ago, but so far so good. They're looking like they're trying to clean them up as best they can, and then throwing them back into the kids sections, and then the kids throw them back because they think it's a game of catch.
Next step is a tersely worded email, I think. But maybe they don't do that. Nah. 11 minutes to go in this first half. Rice 7 and Louisiana 3. This is the Ragin' Cajuns' third possession of the game. That last one, after they had the kind of start and stop drive, that first one that netted 3 points. They got the early lead, but then a couple plays, and then Kane got the first pick, something Rice didn't do a lot last year. Now it's 7-3 Rice. Ragin' Cajuns back with it. They're on 20.
They have to make every possession count. They've only had the ball for 4:59 in the game. And we're talking, this is second quarter mid.
I'm not complaining.
I'm not either.
You?
Just saying. I mean, it's just an observation.
All right, Howard, the quarterback. Bill Davis, the running back. Howard so far 4 of 6 for 35 yards passing. Left hash, the clap. Fakes it left, and he'll run to the right on the run. He jogs and throws it out towards the first down marker. Incomplete at the 30-yard line. Flag comes somewhere. Marcus Williams getting in there in pass defense.
Once again, it's got to be a hold. Well, it doesn't have to be.
I still didn't see the flag, Nate.
I didn't either. But if we're hearing it's a flag, Rice is playing pretty good, right? Is it against Rice?
About to find it. Unnecessary roughness against Rice. Personal foul. 15-yarder. It's the longest so far against Rice. We do not have the officials mic'd.
That's a tough variety of a penalty right there. You don't need that. You don't want to give them 15 yards.
And move it up to the 35. Right now, Rice is outgained Louisiana 102-38.
Again, you don't want to give them 15 yards. Good point.
35 of their 38 total yards have been through the air for Howard. He waves and he puts Perry on his right. A receiver either way. Snap, handoff, left side, across the 35-yard line. Perry runs into Banish and Morris and company and turns his way to the sideline. Michael Daly cleaning up on the tackle, the 39. They'll give him 4. And it'll be a second down and 6 at the 39, right to left.
Yeah, leverage that. That's a leverage that time was why you get those extra couple of yards. Need a little help there from the linebackers if we can get it.
It is 2nd and 6. Obviously, the penalty before that. Tied in to the right side is Trey Miller. We haven't heard from him yet from Weston, Nebraska. 2nd and 6. Rice leading 7-3. Motion man to the far way is Williams, the humble kid. Half roll to the right, stopping, planting, and throwing in deep down the right sideline. It's high and incomplete, but flags come in inside the 30. Crump running stride for stride with a receiver.
That's going to be holding. No doubt. Against Rice.
Going to be against the Owls. They're trying to find Williams on that right side.
Yeah, everybody can see it, JP, unfortunately.
That will be against Crump on the Owls, and we look to get a replay. We do not just yet, but another big penalty this drive. Was the two biggest gains so far of this drive. 30 yards. Yeah, 30 yards have come from 2 penalties.
We'll need that.
Moves it inside Rice territory to the 46 on the left hash, below the Ragin' Cajuns logo.
Can hurt the rhythm of your offense, too, when those kinds of things happen.
Pistol set. Howard puts Perry by him. Receiver left, receiver right. Snap, looking left. Throws it left, checking it down to 41. In the tight end, Jensen falls down in the arms of Morris. 5 yards downfield. The 42 on that left flank under the 10-minute mark. Rice 7 and Louisiana 3 in this second stanza. Call it 4 as they moved him back to the 43. 42.
Second and 6.
And Johnson coming in there as a wide receiver in the slot to the right side next to Williams, the Humboldt product. 3 wide receivers set. Second and 6 at the Rice 42. Rice leading 7-3. Snap, play fake, looking left, wrong shoulder, incomplete, near side to Shelton. Good pass defense by Porter, the corner there. Third down, they'll need 6 from the Rice 42-yard line. Rice leading 7-3, 9:26 of the second.
Well, you see Howard continues to go to Sampson. That time there was a misread. That was definitely a miscommunication between Sampson and his quarterback. And that works out to the favor of Rice, obviously, but that's what that was.
Ajike Adele leaves on the Rice D-line. Qantas Clemens coming in on their D-line. 3rd and 6 at the 42 for Louisiana. Snap, Howard hands it to Perry. Goes right, cuts back to the left, inside to the 35. He got the first down by a couple of feet. Andrew Alway there has stopped him at that second level for 7 yards. Turning it out. Rice 7, Louisiana 3. 9-10 of this second quarter.
Yeah, Louisiana starting to make a little hay down the field.
Here's the snap, Howard. Hands to Perry again. He takes a timber and falls forward for a yard. Reaching forward as a Qantas Clemens, the aforementioned Atlanta, Georgia native, there on that stop. But they finally move it forward a yard. 2nd down and 9 at the 35.
Colors here are red and white. Looks good at night.
It does. Lights taking effect here. The sun has set. Here in this auxiliary press box here in this near side where we're calling it. Howard puts a man in motion to the right. 2nd and 9 to 34 officially. Half roll to the right side. He throws it on the run. Leads his receiver Johnson nicely towards that sideline, and he is dropped immediately. Good open field tackle by Crump, but a 7-yard gain near the chains. That far away, a weird angle to look at it. Yes, they do mark it. 3rd down, 2 yards shy of the chains, the 27.
Defense trying to figure out a way to get a little pressure on Howard right now to slow him down. He does not hold the ball very long. He gets it out of his hand, and that's part of the reason why they're having problems getting to him.
Louisiana 3 of 4 on 3rd downs. Bill Davis is the running back. They put the receiver Johnson, LSU transfer, in motion. Snap, 3rd down and short inside the 30-yard line. Arm hit, the ball flops out. Banish around the football as it's loose near the 34. It was a 3rd and 2 at the 27. Banish comes out. Officials signaling it as Aniano is there around the football as well. It will be Rice football. Blake Banish. Daddy Mark and company would be happy with that. So the ball came out before his arm moved forward. About halfway through the second quarter, Rice getting its 2nd turnover of this first half. Anianu forced it, and Banish covered it up.
That's a huge turnover for the Rice Owls. Of course, the last one led to points, and you want to do the same thing. As long as those turnovers lead to points, that's what you want to see.
On the Varsity Network app and the Owls Gameday app, the score is Rice 7 and Louisiana 3. This is Rice Owls football from Learfield.
Houston Salad & Go has your breakfast and lunch bundle ready for you. It's made to order in minutes and affordable too, no more than $11.99. Your breakfast and lunch in one go with the on-the-go bundle, only at Salad & Go. Fresh and Full is Salad & Go's mission for you with their Fresh and Full bundle that not only has lunch, but a snack too. Only $11.99 too. It's available all day, so go to one of their 12 locations in Houston today and try it at Salad & Go.
Every great team has a game plan. What's your game plan for retirement? Join us in person for a 2-night comprehensive retirement planning university course. It's interactive, instructor-led, and covers what you need to know when it comes to retirement planning, taxes, income strategies, common mistakes, and more. If retirement is the next play for you, this class sets the formation. Reserve your seat at retirementplanninguniversity.com. That's retirementplanninguniversity.com. Retirement Planning University is a nonprofit and not an accredited university. See website for disclosures. Go Owls!
Kohl's has the back-to-school styles that'll spoil them at the prices that'll spoil you, from jeans and tees to sneakers and more, which means you can do it all without overdoing your budget when you shop at Kohl's and Kohl's.com. With Nate Griffin, I'm JP Heath, 7-3. Rice leads, 7:37 of this second quarter. Always want to, in the hubbub of the season starting, we want to mention that you can always reach out to us on social media. I'm JP Heath at Rice Owls Voice. That's Nate Griffin at Color Analyst. I crossed the 1,500 follower mark last couple weeks, Nate. Taylor Swift, eat your heart out. I am coming for you there.
Oh, my goodness. 1,500?
No. Yeah,
how long you had your account?
A couple days.
Wait a minute. Is that your Twitter account?
Shout out to the bots out there following me.
Twitter account?
Yeah, X, Twitter. People get it.
X.
But
wait a minute. I thought you had your Twitter, your X account for like, I don't know, 10 years?
What are you talking about?
Oh,
but I say all that to say shout out.
Lost to you now.
Appreciate Al Letterman, Doug Malcolm listening, always listening.
Indeed.
Good to have old Doug Rooney for listening in, but you're listening in. We appreciate you. We're on the Rice Owls YouTube stream, also the Owls X feed, and Varsity Network App, Rice Owls Gameday App, and riceowls.com. Coming at you a lot of different directions. It's a humid and muggy night here in South Louisiana.
Need to mention that Doug is a former Rice offensive lineman.
I did mention that, yeah. O-line, yeah. Hard-working guy, Doug. Good to.
If those guys are listening to you, I can tell you right now, you must be living right. The smartest group on the field, the offensive line.
Yeah, especially at Rice, too, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, so Rice will have the football right now. 7:37 mark, 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line. And Chase Jenkins, here he comes, 3 of 4 passing, 13 yards. He's also run it 4 times. Owls leading rusher, Dalen Alexander, 43 yards rushing. Owls left to right. Jenkins standing right in front of Quentin Jackson behind center. They put Ransom Goals in motion. A snap, hand to Jackson, straight up the gut, runs right into Jake St. Andre, and they timber down together around the 38. Ashley Williams helping out as well for 4 yards up the middle. 2nd down and 6 for Rice at the 7:20 mark, leading Louisiana 7-3.
Got to remember, this is a brand new offense for the Rice Owls, and right now they're up 7-3, due in part to what their defense is doing against Louisiana as well. But I'm liking what I'm seeing out of this offense.
Artis Cole from Louisiana is out wide to the right for Rice. Here's the snap, handoff Jackson, straight up the gut onto that Ragin Cajuns logo. He slides down. His right shoulder is the first to hit the turf. As Ashley Williams there and Jake St. Andre on the stop, but 6 yards. A lot of those 6- and 7-yard runs for the Rice Owls up to the 45-yard line. Goes for 7 officially. 7-3 Rice.
And you know, the other thing about this offense is that a lot of times the offensive line, they're not really trying to block the 1st or 2nd level defenders. They're actually trying to just clear the way so that the running backs can get through the hole.
1st and 10, their own 45. Shotgun snap, play action, left side to Thompson, back to pass. Jenkins deep over the middle. It comes short, but Dickman comes back to the football and makes the catch. Wonderful job with the 32. Defenders had a bead on it, but the ball was fluttering down, and Dickman stepped right in front of DeBose the corner for 23 yards. Owls' longest pass play of the evening. 1st down for the Scholars.
Well, that was a great play by Chase Jenkins, 5-step drop, and he was able to deliver it under pressure because he had a defender in his or 2 in his face.
32-yard line, Rice 7, leading Louisiana 7-3. Handoff. Surging right side is Alexander inside the 30 to the 27-yard line. Call it for 5. Tackle made by Khalif Edwards from Wallace, Louisiana, and West St. John High School. 2nd down and 5 to 27.
Been a minute since the Rice Owls ran an offense like this. You got to go back to the Ken Hatfield days.
Yes, indeedy. Yeah, Rice, we'll get some numbers on that in a second, but it's drawing a lot of comparisons, obviously. 2nd and 5 to 27. Rice up 7-3. Shotgun snap, Jenkins. Hand Alexander off left tackle. Got hit hard, and his helmet comes off. Kyrie Skipper laid that Louisiana lumber down to the 24. And Alexander will have to hop off his long black dreadlocks kind of flowing there in the breeze as he comes in their way. He got stuck pretty good there. That gave the fans oohs and ahs. 3rd down and 2 here.
I thought that if the opposition takes your helmet off, knocks your helmet off, you get to stay on the field.
If they strip it off, if they take it.
Okay.
If it gets hit off.
Because I saw an instance like that today, earlier today in the game.
Rice 2 out of 4 on 3rd downs. They haven't needed 3rd downs really so far. 3rd and 2 to 24. Here's the snap. Hand to Jackson. Sprints right side. Got to that 2nd level. Hit at the hip. Dubose, the corner, kind of bumped him down to the 18-yard line. Rice Owls get that 1st down. 6 more yards, leading Louisiana 7-3, almost at the 4.5-minute mark, driving the end zone to our right.
Yeah, they ran that one right up the gut. And once again, you got a small guy, but getting it done because he's so quick off the ball. And that's why Rice Owls are having some effectiveness running the ball up the gut of that Louisiana defense.
Pistol set. Jackson the back, snap to Jenkins, hand to Q. Jack spins out of the tackle behind the line, bursts his way to the right, 25, near side the 10, breaks another tackle to 5. Flag comes in as he sprints out in front of Jason Metko around the 3. Grab a helmet, Metko. Clark, the safety there. Flag on the play. Looks like it's a hold against Rice. Will that stymie the drive, though? Yes, block in the back there against the blue and gray. 4:08, 2nd quarter. Rice driving, trying to tack on to a 7-3 lead here at Louisiana.
I don't care what you say. That is a top 10 play because if you, I mean, we don't have the benefit of television, but that was definitely a top 10 play.
1st down at the 1st down and 9 at the 17. Because of where the spot was, they actually gained a yard after that hold. They just don't get the result of that scintillating Jackson spinning run where he broke a few tackles.
Spin move out of this world.
Receiver near way, Cole. Receiver slot is Turner. And he takes the pitch around the left side on the reverse. The 20, around the corner, the 15, the 10, the 5, and reaches for the pylon left sideline. He got stopped just short. No, they say now. Arms up in the air. A touchdown, Rice Owls. Touchdown, Aaron Turner. Fly, Owls fly. He beats Skipper around the left end for 17 yards, and Rice goes up by 10.
Aaron Turner took the pitch, and it was over. This guy is so fast. Met him first media day, obviously, for the Rice Owls. Been watching them practice the entire time, but when you talk with him, you can tell he's got a lot of personality. Quick as a hiccup, and that time on the reverse, able to get into the end zone, left side of the pylon, got it done.
He did not have a rushing touchdown for Cincinnati last year, but he gets the Owls on the board here. And Goda coming on to try to make it 14-3. I dare say a bit of a stunned Louisiana crowd right now after the Owls push it over the end zone again.
Well, that's what happens in, with these kinds of offenses. You're going to see some crowds that are really stunned. How are they doing that? That's what they want to know.
Yeah, taking the air out of the building, no complaints. Middle of the field, McKettle will spot it. Bit of a high snap. The kick is up in the air to those white uprights to our right. And the kids have a real football to chase there. That'll be relayed back in, and Rice takes the lead 14-3. We'll keep it here. 3:38 of this 2nd quarter of play. As advertised, we're wondering where the Owls offense would come from. We knew they'd be running, but how quick would they take to it? And so far, not even a half in, but they've taken to this offense quite nicely.
Every play, they're going more and more and more. 8 plays, 65 yards, took 3 minutes and 59 seconds. 17-yard run after the fumble by this guy by the name of Turner. And certainly Aaron Turner, and certainly a nice run by him. 8 plays, 66 yards, getting it done.
Yeah, Turner the rushing touchdown.
Yep. 178 yards rushing, JP.
For the Owls on the game, yes indeed.
And we're just, let's see, late 2nd quarter.
Remember, Rice gets the football to start the 2nd half. Rice got it first. So, yeah, I guess they can't keep it every half. That'd be some kind of rule. But Jason Metko will have first-year coach Scott Abel
first game,
going into the halftime proceedings. But Louisiana about to get the football back. And they have a couple of returners. One of them, Williams, to the far way. And big fella Edwards check that parry as well. Kick comes from Goda. It's very deep. looking up into the South Louisiana sky. It is over Williams' head and out of bounds for a touchback to the 25. Rice 14, Louisiana 3, 3:38 of this second.
Your driver's license is at the Southwest Gate.
And they're getting it done. And of course, you look at this offense and how they're getting it done. So far on the evening, Rice with 178 yards. Total offense, Ragin Cajuns with 54. Let me hit the time of possession again. 18 minutes for Rice, JP. 8:22 for the Ragin Cajuns. So that tells you how effective Rice has been, and the fact that they're leading on the scoreboard. That's big.
Yeah, Louisiana started with that field goal, a 10-play herky-jerky drive, 26 yards, but the last two drives they threw the pick, Kane, then the fumble. Picked up by the old Rice farmer, Blake Bainish, snapping a handoff right side, and Davis takes his way around the right end and can't turn that corner. Got about a yard, and Kerry Crump there to chop him down. Second down and 9 to the 26-yard line, right to left, and the red-clad Ragin Cajuns of Louisiana. Rice up 14-3.
Rice Owls doing a nice job of filling the gaps and getting to the ball. Of course, you don't give a team a whole lot of room, they got to go down.
Howard out of that shotgun, puts a receiver in motion. Edwards snap and fake that jet sweep. Howard keeps it in his pocket and hops the throw, whips it into his own sideline, and incomplete up past the 40-yard line. 3:03, third down and 9 at the 26. Some audible groans coming here from the red-clad Ragin Cajuns fan. They haven't had much to cheer here.
They really haven't, and the Rice Owls know what's coming on this play, so they substitute here. 3rd and 9, they've gone with the extra nickel. Looks like dropping into a 2 deep.
Louisiana 3rd and 9, right to left, their own 26. They're 3 of 5 on third downs. Twins left, one of those wide receivers, running back Davis out there. Snap, coming back, Howard looks to his left, runs to his right by Daly, up to the 30. He can't scoot the 35, up past the 40. A first down run near his home sideline to the far way to the 42. That little hip check on Daly got him 17 yards before Williams cleaned it up on the tackle of the Owl safety crew.
Yeah, Daly was the I spy on the play that time on Howard, and of course Howard went right by him. Nifty move.
Rice 14 and Louisiana 3. Ragin Cajuns driving, 1st and 10, the 42. Snap, Howard, hand left side, and Davis churning his way left guard behind Caden Moreau. Daly the tackle. 1 yard gain for Louisiana. 2nd down and 9 up to the 43-yard line.
Need to make it clear though that Howard is a dual threat quarterback, so he can run, he can throw, does a lot of things in this offense that they need done.
Dad Jamie, a record-setting quarterback down the road at LSU, still top 10 in total offense in LSU history as quarterback. 2nd and 9 at the 43. Whistles come in. Timeout. The 2-minute variety. 2-minute timeout here. And the Ragin Cajuns still have 3 timeouts in their back pocket from fourth-year boss man Michael Desmareau. All right, back in a bit. 2-minute timeout here. 14-3. Rice leads Louisiana. Here from a Cajun country, it's Rice football from Learfield.
No matter what you're doing, a sprain, tear, or nagging ache can set you back. Until your expert orthopedic team at Houston Methodist uses advanced technology to personalize a treatment plan that's minimally invasive, healing your pain, and getting you back to life on your terms. That's the difference between practicing medicine and needing it. For you, Houston Methodist, leading medicine.
Single game Owls tickets starting as low as $22. They are now on sale either online or by calling 713-348-OWLS. In addition to the option to purchase individual game tickets, Owl fans have the option to secure their same seats for all 7 games by purchasing season tickets. Or you can create your own customized mini plan. We want you out at Tailgate Alley next week before Prairie View A&M and cheer on the Blue and Gray as they make their Owl Walk around 4. Get your tickets, riceowls.com.
$14-3. Here's your score on a beautiful night, JP. A wonderful night.
On the results side, yeah, not for the hometown Red folks, but guys in blue are liking it very much.
But we're announcers for Rice, correct?
I think so still. And
just want to be sure.
You want to make sure you don't miss. Speaking of Rice, don't miss our new Rice Unfiltered podcast. We'll have regular visits with AD Tommy McClellan, other Owls coaches. During the football season, we'll have recurring chats with Dunleavy family head coach Scott Abel. And I'll also have assistant coaches, our great student athletes as well. That's on the Owls YouTube page. Each new episode will drop early Wednesday mornings. That's Rice Unfiltered on YouTube, Apple, Spotify, and iHeart, among others. Rice 14 and Louisiana 3. So, yes, we are news breaking here. We are the Rice announcers, but if you're Coach Desmarais, Howard's found his legs recently. You need to move the ball, but you got a little luxury with 3 timeouts in 2 minutes. The clock really isn't a big issue right now, and they get the ball to start the second half.
Well, other teams, you know, when you have this much time in a game, you always say, well, the game isn't over. But, you know, the thing you want to do is you want to try to keep, if you can, try to keep pace with the opposition. Right now, Rice has everything working in their favor. But, again, all it takes is one score, and you're right back in the game. So Louisiana knows that they can get it back in this game very, very quickly.
A lot of defensive linemen rotating in for Rice. We see Dylan Botts out there, the Bridgeland product, Qantas Clemens, and also the SFA transfer. No, that is actually G.K. Adele, the Ivy Defensive Player of the Year last year, rotating in. 2nd and 9, Louisiana. It's 43, back to pass. Howard swings it out right in the flat. Caught by Davis up the sideline, and a big hit out of bounds near the 50. They'll say he stepped out right at the 50 for 7 yards. Peyton Stevenson, the hit, still a good, healthy 2 yards shy of the first down from the midfield mark.
That Bill Davis, he runs with a lot of power, 5'9", 225. So he runs with a lot of leverage, and that's what makes him look so strong when he, you know, runs into a defender.
Given name Elijah, Grandma named him Bill. Nicknamed him Bill after watching the cartoon Little Bill. He watched so much, and it stuck. 3rd and 2 midfield. Right hash, counter turn, hand. Speaking of, Elijah, a.k.a. Bill, clings his way to the right, runs into the safety hook to absorb that blow. Down to the 38-yard line, a dozen yards there. That right side spinning. Louisiana trying to get some traction here going into the break, but Rice leading 14-3. Minute 47 to go.
Yeah, that's not the kind of play that, you know, Hook wanted to try and make a play on. Good, he did. Good to see him starting to really mature in that secondary, too, coming from Cibolo Steel.
Perry coming out of the bullpen, relieving Davis there now. 1st and 10, Louisiana at the Rice 38-yard line. Howard Gunn takes the snap, right-handed throw, looks right, zips a bullet right side. It's caught by the receiver, Landon Strother, redshirt freshman from here. Lafayette, Louisiana. They have the same high school alma mater, St. Thomas More. 4 yards, 2nd down and 6. Kind of dinking and dunking outside of those runs.
Okay, so Rice is going to play in their deep zone, and since they're doing that, you know, they're going to take what you give them. 4, 6, 8, 10.
Tight end right, hand down is Jensen from Flower Mound. 2nd and 6 to 34 of Rice territory. A pump fake, airing it out deep left side. Has his receiver incomplete in the end zone for Sampson. Quarterback with him, stride for stride. No flag on the play. 3rd down and 6 at the Rice 34-yard line.
Really surprised to see them go with the 9 route that time, especially with Rice sitting back in that 2 deep zone. And Rice got help. Obviously, the defender got help from the safety, so yeah, it's a pretty tough play to make there.
On 3rd downs today, they're 5 out of 7. Twins the left side. One of those, Robert Williams. Howard out of that shotgun with no backs around him. 3rd and 6 at the 34-yard line. Hands out in front. Claps, takes the snap, looks right. Wanted to take the draw, but the Owls stayed home in the phone booth and slam him down at the line of scrimmage. Big pops. Michael Daly, the stick. That's back behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 5 yards. Big hit for Daly.
Got to be honest with you, JP. Walker Howard looked a little confused before the snap of the ball, especially with the Rice Owls defense in the secondary, sitting in quarters defense that time. He had nowhere to throw the ball.
So that wasn't a draw. That's good coverage by the Owls.
Good coverage by the Owls.
There you go. And Daly had 3 sacks last year. Gets the sack here. 43 seconds. They're letting the clock move here. 4th and 11 to 39. They'll go for it. The first 4th down conversion attempt for him. Back to pass. Howard. Flag comes in as he runs to his right. Throws off 1 foot again and zips one high and outside to the right sideline as Daly had some good pressure. But let's see about this laundry here.
It's going to be a free play.
offsides on the blue and gray. The preliminary indication. And that's why Daly had the pressure, is because he had the head start there. The father of one, soon to be father of two, coming in.
He is a delightful young man, isn't he?
Very charming.
Yes, he is.
31 seconds left. Second quarter. We'll hear from Coach Abel coming up in a bit in a walk-off interview.
I can already hear what he's going to talk about.
Well,
penalties.
And now we have a down owl at the 30-yard line. This was news to me. Our view is blocked as 4 trainers have surrounded the owl that is down at the 31-yard line. And we don't have the monitor in the booth to get the close-up. And the penalty with the offside, and we were looking at the official, we look up and we see one trainer down on his right knee.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Now popping up there. Crump the corner seems to be okay. I think the Louisiana folks thought there was some chicanery, but they wouldn't do that after the clock was already stopped after a penalty.
The way Crump is walking, JP, it could be a cramp.
He's had a busy first half.
Yeah.
All right, so now they're going to try to kick a field goal, Nate. Unofficially, 51-yard line, right hash. Sterner hit one earlier from 47 to get them on the board. All right, deep snap coming up here from Connor Milliron from Hoover, Alabama, and a timeout comes from Rice. You can't take them with you into the half, so they burn one. 31 seconds left, and an attempt here to try to make it a 14-6 game. I'm surprised they're not going for it on 4th and 6.
Well, I mean, if you
they went for it on 4th and 11 earlier.
Here's the thing. I mean, they feel like they can. What was that? 35 and about 17. That's a long field goal attempt. But evidently, they feel like they can make it.
Jason, how's the wind down there right now? I know it's buggy, but how's the conditions? How are the conditions? They're great, JP. They're great. Sorry, I threw that on.
Flags aren't moving at all on the flagpole. So
very buggy and humidity coming in our booth here. Left-legged kicker. Yeah. Sterner hit from 46 earlier. This one 51. Has the distance in zone to our right through the white uprights. Is it through? Indeed it is. That's why they don't go for it, Nate, because the coach knows more than us. 14-6. Rice still leads them.
Yeah, I kind of put those numbers together. I mean, 35-17. Whoa. Actually going to go for that. But yeah, they did it. They got it done.
So Rice will get the football back with one timeout, leading 14-6 at the 26-second mark. 10 plays, 41 yards. Took 3 minutes and 12 seconds. Owls defense got 2 turnovers in this first half. He was just popping in, popping out. You have some Saturday evening duties with the Mrs. and Mr. Just know that it's the debut of the Scott Abel era.
Right.
And so far we'll have a full look at the stat board in a second. But Rice 142 rushing yards in the first half. Let's check down on the Rice Owls sideline. Jason Metko.
Crump off to the locker room with a slight limp. Does not look anything serious.
Let's hope it's not.
Officially 51 on that field goal for Sterner.
So it was 34-17. Gotcha.
Math scary from the Hattiesburg native, Nate Griffin.
Math. Not my favorite subject, no question.
They cobble together that 10-play, 41-yard drive. Here's the kick. Coming up from Klotz, the kickoff man. A roller up the middle, slips by an Owls up man, and comes down to the 22-yard line. That was almost a Thompson hops down on it. Ethan Broman ball slipped by him, but thankfully Tyson Thompson there to prevent a disaster. Owls will have it, probably a knee here, and get to the
26 seconds. You don't want to try anything that would cause you problems. or give them a score. So you have 26 seconds. You're going to go into the locker room with a 14-6 lead, and you're going to talk to your team about penalties. Right now, Rice Owls have 6 penalties for 60 yards, and some of those penalties, 2 of them for sure, could have quite possibly been avoided.
Owls do put out 2 receivers to the left. One of those Cole in motion to the snap. A handoff to Jackson, glides his way right, twists, and bends his way to the left and gets slammed down to the turf. The 26-yard line. Owls will not use the timeout. 10 seconds remaining in this first half. Terrence Williams on that stop. They'll give him 5 yards, and that'll do it for the first half. Rice 14 and Louisiana 6. Hear from Dunleavy family head football coach Scott Abel coming up here in just a matter of moments. Rice doubling up Louisiana in the yardage category, 180 to 90 after forcing a couple turnovers in the first half. Rice 14-6 lead.
Yeah, and for right now, I would say it's a comfortable lead, but they're going to have a little bit more energy when they come out in the second half and try to put this game away.
We're waiting for Louisiana to exit up the tunnel to go back to their respective locker room. Jason Metko will have Coach Abel coming up here in a matter of moments.
Needs emergency, JP, because the one thing you want to avoid is mistakes. When you're on the road against a team like Louisiana that can put points on the board quickly, you got to avoid the mistakes. You don't need that in the second half. Get the game. The game becomes really too tight, and then you become tight.
Holler in the ear, Jason, when we get you here in just a second. The Rice Owls at the half, leading Louisiana by 14-6 count. Go ahead, Jason.
Points off turnovers, Coach. Done so well on that. Talk about that first half as far as forcing the turnovers.
Well, hey, outstanding job, right, by the defense, get those turnovers. And offensively, right, like, really control the tempo of that half, right? I don't know what the time possession is, but really, making it tough for really Louisiana to get momentum. And, we talked about ball and controlling the ball is everybody's responsibility, right? And the defense's job is to attack it, take it away. Offense's job is to protect it. And we did a really nice job of that in the first half, but we got 2 quarters to play, and there's a lot of things we can clean up. We need to clean it up.
I was just going to say penalties probably is what needs to be cleaned up the most.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, that's the thing that jumps out at me, that probably a couple penalties there from probably this being 14-0 maybe. And so, we can't hurt ourselves. And so we'll get into the locker room, we'll clean that up, right? We got to be ready for a full quarter battle.
Appreciate it, Coach. Thank you.
Thank you.
Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you, Jason, to answer his question. 18-26, the Owls at TOP in the first half. Stay tuned here. Louisiana's Ragin Cajuns marching band on the field right now. You've got the twirlers out there spinning their flags, and the folks belting out those South Louisiana tunes. Rice 14 and Louisiana 6 here at the half in Cajun country. It's Rice football from Learfield.
Rice fans, need a place to stay while watching your Owls play ball? Located just steps from campus is the Hilton Houston Medical Center. Visit us today at houstonplaza.hilton.com or call 713-313-4000 to get that special Rice discount. Again, that's houstonplaza.hilton.com or call 713-313-4000 to get that special Rice discount now.
Kohl's Labor Day sale is here. Sure, it's hard to admit summer's ending, but with $10 off $25 spent at Kohl's, you can stop living in denial and start living in cute cardigans. Yep, we're back to wearing layers. So welcome fall with savings on jeans, tees, candles, and comfy bedding. And earn Kohl's cash all weekend. Trust me, your future cozy self will thank you. Select styles, some exclusions apply. Offer in September 1st. See store or kohls.com for details.
Big trip on the horizon? Before you depart, you gotta park. The parking spot is a simpler, easier way to navigate airport parking, and you can save when you book online. You're guaranteed a spot, and we even pick you up at your trunk in our yellow and black spotted shuttles and take you straight to the terminal. Parking and saving come full circle at The Parking Spot. The Parking Spot, proud sponsor of Rice University. Visit theparkingspot.com to reserve your spot today.
Houston Salad & Go has your breakfast and lunch bundle ready for you. It's made to order in minutes and affordable too, no more than $11.99. You can get your breakfast and lunch in one go with the on-the-go bundle only at Salad & Go. Fresh and Full is Salad and Go's mission for you with their Fresh and Full bundle that not only has lunch, but a snack too. Only $11.99 too. It's available all day, so go to one of their 12 locations in Houston today and try it at Salad and Go.
On the Rice Sports Network from Learfield, welcome to halftime coverage. Coming up, scores from around the country, highlights, and stats from our first half.
Here in Lafayette, Rice leading the Ragin Cajuns in Lafayette, Louisiana by the score of 14-6. Hello, everybody. I am Nate Griffin, and Bobby Schlanger joins me here at the halftime. Of course, Rice looking pretty good right now, Bobby. I like what they're doing on offense.
You know, they can run the ball up the middle, and that frees the misdirection, and I mean the touchdown was a thing of beauty when you can't stop the run up the middle. The sweeps led to a 17-yard touchdown, so 14-6. Yep. Still some work to do, but
there you go.
But a great start.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So tell us what's going on with Rice. What, soccer, volleyball?
Soccer and volleyball are in action. Cross country will be in action in a couple of weeks. And on September 12th, the Rice Invitational at home. So you can see both teams, both men and women in action. Soccer off to a really good start. 3-1, 3 wins, and their only loss was at North Carolina last week. North Carolina, the defending national champion, and top 10 program, and a really nice win Thursday night against Oklahoma State. Final was 3-2, but Rice was really in control of that match, 3-1. So 350 wins for Brian Lee. A great career, and a lot more to come from soccer. If you're a football fan, you can see Rice football here tonight. And if you stay in Lafayette, you can see European football because the soccer team plays at Lafayette tomorrow at 1 o'clock. So, and then they're off next Thursday and are on the road at Lamar next Sunday. We'll kind of make a trip over to Beaumont and see them play Lamar. Volleyball was in action last night against number 9 ranked A&M, and A&M's really, really good.
I was going to say, they have a tough schedule, Bob.
They have a really tough schedule. They're in action tomorrow at 1 o'clock, hosting Central Arkansas. And then Wednesday night, they host the University of Texas. So a big match Wednesday night, 6 o'clock start. Texas ranked in the top 5. And they're always strong, and it's always a great match. Rice and Texas. So I think it's close to a sellout. So if you want your tickets, get them now. And be there for Wednesday night, Rice and Texas. A lot of positives from Rice volleyball, picked number 1 in the conference by the coaches, and I think we're gonna see a really good season for Rice volleyball. But
yeah, they finished 13-3 last year in conference.
Yeah, they're
a really good team. Finished second.
They're really good. They've got a couple of transfers in that are really good players. A lot of young kids and some returners. So I think they'll have some. Cindy Shawn was going to be healthy, which is going to help us a lot. LaDebbie Uganlana from Katy is the top of her game, and we're good on defense, and we'll be really good on offense. Taylor Preston, a transfer from Michigan State, big-time player. So disappointing showing last night against A&M, but a lot of at 1 o'clock tomorrow against Central Arkansas, and then Wednesday at 6 against University of Texas.
Thank you. He is Bobby Schlanger, and at the half, Rice leading Louisiana Lafayette by the score of 14-6. When we come back, we'll have scores and more on the Varsity Network app and Owls Gameday app. The score, once again, 14-6 Rice Owls. This is Rice Owls football from Learfield.
Your health is personal, which is why your Houston Methodist primary care team takes the time to get to know you and your unique goals, offering personalized health care at more than 40 locations throughout Greater Houston, with same-day clinics when you're sick and expert specialists when you need them. That's the difference between practicing medicine and leading it for you. Houston Methodist, leading medicine.
Owl fans know where to stay when they come to Houston. The Courtyard by Marriott, Rice University, is their preferred choice. Whether cheering on the team or kicking off their Rice experience during O Week, just minutes from Rice Village and less than 2 miles to campus, we provide the right mix of convenience and accessibility. Coming in spring 2025, enjoy Michelin-starred dim sum excellence in our restaurant. Cheer for the Owls by raising a glass in the lounge and start the day right with breakfast in the bistro. Call 713-661-5669 to make a reservation and be sure to ask for the Rice University rate. We look forward to welcoming you.
When you're on the move and looking for nonstop college sports action, get the Varsity Network app and take the game with you everywhere. Stream live play-by-play from schools across the country right from your phone, free. Catch hundreds of weekly podcasts, including shows from your favorite teams, all in one place. From football Saturdays to midweek hoops, it's your all-access pass to the college sports world. Whether it's game day or just your daily drive, the Varsity Network app has you covered. Download now and listen live for free on the Varsity Network app.
Well, guess what? We have a new podcast for you, the diehard Rice Owls fan. It's Rice Unfiltered. Let's go. Same great content wherever you get your podcast, all that jazz. We'll have regular visits with AD Tommy McClellan, all of our head coaches, and, of course, the stories of our one-of-a-kind student athletes. Stay tuned during the football season. We'll have regular chats with Dunleavy family head football coach Scott Abel, and yours truly will chat with assistant coaches and Saturday playmakers. It's also on the Rice Owls YouTube page. Rice Unfiltered, wherever you get your podcast. Welcome back on the Rice Owls Halftime Show. Earlier this week, we began our reimagination of a Rice Owls podcast, Rice Unfiltered. We encourage you to download the whole episode. It's on YouTube, Apple, Spotify, iHeart, among others. We started off with the boss man himself, Tommy McClellan, athletic director here on South Main. Here's part of that conversation.
Yeah, I mean, you know, as I think back, over the what an incredible blessing the last 2 years have been for me and for my family, and living in the city of Houston and being a part of the Rice family. It's exceeded expectations. I mean, it's just been a really incredible journey that we're so fortunate to be on. Yeah, I mean, this is going into year 3. It feels different. You know, there's been a lot of change in different areas. You know, we've had some head coaching changes. We've won championships. We've added sports. You know, the NIL and the landscape of college athletics is changing. Well, I would say in the midst of all that change, you know, one thing, this is the thing I communicate to our coaches often as a reminder, is that, you know, the core things that we do every day is to ensure that we're providing an incredible education, which the professors on this campus are doing, that our coaches are ensuring that our student athletes are trained and developed in their skills of athleticism for their sport, right? And then the third thing is ensuring that we're providing them a level of leadership, of preparedness for what's next in their life. And the mechanism, or the way that you go about attracting people to you, has changed. Now we can pay a student athlete. But those core things haven't changed. And then the other thing I would remind them is that the curriculum on that used to be 4 years. And now it may be 1, it may be 2, it may be 3. It's really it's a curriculum that's 1 year each, and we hope that we get a 4-year curriculum. So the challenge there is for our coaches, making sure that in the midst of all of this change, there's a lot of change going on, that the core values of what we do, which is making sure that our student athletes are getting an incredible education, being prepared athletically, and then being prepared for leadership in life after sports and after Rice, that has not changed. And so when you operate from that baseline, it gives you a perspective on how to proceed with the change. And so, yeah, it's been a lot in the last 2 years, for sure.
That's part of the new Rice Unfiltered podcast, athletic director Tommy McClellan. Stay tuned. More of the Rice Owls Halftime Show coming up next. It's Rice football from Learfield.
Big trip on the horizon? Before you depart, you gotta park. The parking spot is a simpler, easier way to navigate airport parking, and you can save when you book online. You're guaranteed a spot, and we even pick you up at your trunk in our yellow and black spotted shuttles and take you straight to the terminal. Parking and saving come full circle at The Parking Spot. The Parking Spot, proud sponsor of Rice University. Visit theparkingspot.com to reserve your spot today.
If you are a Rice football letterman, we want you out at the Huddle Up reunion coming up next week before the Bayou Bucket. Festivities get underway Friday night with a campus pep rally on the academic quad. That's at 6:30, and then they move things, all the fun, with the reunion social to the Cohen House starting at 7. But before the 6 o'clock kickoff to the Bucket on Saturday to decide possession of the venerable Bayou Bucket trophy, the R Association will hold a pregame tailgate that begins at 3. All football letter winners will be invited to participate in recognition on the turf at Rice Stadium during the first quarter next week against U of H, with special acknowledgement to the members of the 71 and 72 Rice teams who split the first 2 games played between the Owls and the Cougs. Contact Brian McDevitt to register, please, 713-348-3229. You can email him as well. Rice Letterman, we want you out at the Huddle Up reunion next week before the Bayou Bucket. Rice fight.
Houston Salad & Go has your breakfast and lunch bundle ready for you. It's made to order in minutes and affordable too, no more than $11.99. You can get your breakfast and lunch in one go with the on-the-go bundle, only at Salad & Go. Fresh and Full is Salad & Go's mission for you with their Fresh and Full bundle that not only has lunch, but a snack too. Only $11.99 too. It's available all day, so go to one of their 12 locations in Houston today and try it at Salad & Go.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by Rice University. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the express written consent of Rice and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by Rice University.
Back here in Our Lady of Lourdes Stadium, and the next 2 New Year's and July 4th. They have used the whole allotment of fireworks here at our halftime festivities with Rice 14 and Louisiana 6. Get to some scores in a bit, but here are some of those numbers. Oh, there we go. Hey, give me that stink eye down the line.
Oh, that was not a stink eye. That was one of those, let me say this while I can. I guess they'll have some for after the game, maybe. Fireworks.
I mean, I'm not complaining. I like it.
Yeah.
But it's been going for 10 minutes. They have a great feel here. Je ne sais quoi, if you will.
Yes.
All right, at the break, Rice 14 and Louisiana 6. Rice 144 rushing yards in that first half. They've got a $180 altogether. They've doubled up the Ragin Cajuns. They've run 8 more plays. Excuse me, and they have 90 more yards. Rice had 2 big turnovers forced, 1 interception, and 1 fumble recovery by our guy Blake Manish. Owls had the ball for almost 18.5 minutes, and Louisiana had it for a little bit over 11.5 minutes. Third down conversions, Rice 3 of 5, Louisiana 5 of 8. But there's 2 big differences in the first half. The time of possession, Rice sustaining drives, and those 2 turnovers.
18-26 for the Rice Owls. 11:38 for Louisiana, and the main reason for that is because of what Rice is doing with the football, running the football, and they're doing it effectively.
Yeah, we mentioned those rushing yards, 144. Owls leading rusher Quentin Jackson, 67 rushing yards in the first half. Dalen Alexander, 9 touches for 51 yards, among others. Chase Jenkins, 4 of 5 passing for 36 yards in the first half. Owls, Drayden Dickman had 23 yards of his 30 on 1 catch. He's got 2 catches on the night. Owls, are they out of fireworks? At least for now.
I think that's going to be it for the night.
Alway and Anianwu have 4 tackles each to lead the Owls. Anianwu, his first sack as an Owl. On the Louisiana side, Bill Davis, 21 yards net rushing to lead the Ragin Cajuns. Walker Howard, 8 of 13 for 57 yards, including that pick by Kane of Rice. And Sampson, their leading receiver, targeted 7 times, only 3 receptions for 34 yards. Their leading tackler, Jaden Duggar, their middle linebacker. Second half coming up next. We'll touch the scoreboard. Just a few games to go over across college football. Rice 14, Louisiana 6 here at the break. It's Rice football from Learfield.
Kohl's Labor Day sale is here. Sure, it's hard to admit summer's ending, but with $10 off $25 spent at Kohl's, you can stop living in denial and start living in cute cardigans. Yep, we're back to wearing layers. So welcome fall with savings on jeans, tees, candles, and comfy bedding. And earn Kohl's cash all weekend. Trust me, your future cozy self will thank you. Select styles, some exclusions apply. Offer in September 1st. See store or Kohls.com for details.
Our next oh-so-entertaining and informative broadcast of Owls football is the 2025 home opener against the team across town. It's also Scott Abel's home debut in the last scheduled Bayou Bucket. The last time U of H was on South Main, the Owls won a double overtime thriller. Back right corner, juggled, incomplete, no flags on the play. Knocked down by JoJo Jean. Rice 43, Houston 41. Local product Connor Wegman leads the Cougars behind center and making the short trip from Aggieland. Second-year coach Willie Fritz was 4-8 last season, but one of those 4 came against the Owls. Kick is just after 6. We'll be on air from the Frankie Hicks radio booth at 5:30 for the 47th all-time meeting between the two Old Southwest Conference foes. You can hear it all on the Owls Gameday app, Varsity Network app, and RiceOwls.com. Don't forget the Owls YouTube page in the booth feed as well. And get your tickets, 713-348-OWLS. Rice Fight.
Rice fans, need a place to stay while watching your Owls play ball? Located just steps from campus is the Hilton Houston Medical Center. Visit us today at houstonplaza.hilton.com or call 713-313-4000 to get that special Rice discount. Again, that's houstonplaza.hilton.com or call 713-313-4000 to get that special Rice discount now.
I feel like at the end of the day, especially defensively, it comes down to be more physical, be a physical defense, being the disruptor up front. You know, it feels all the same thing as a defense. Any defense is that, you know, especially first game, some mistakes going to happen, but at the end of the day, who more physical is really who wants it more. It's going to make a difference from what we did 2 years ago versus what we're going to do.
Andrew Alway, the Rice Owls, talking about that intensity. I think that played because it's in the pro sports too. You know, the Back to the Future line, the music is just too dang loud.
Right.
I don't think you're a Back to the Future guy.
It is very.
Well, I don't want to sound old either. I don't want to sound like, hey, you kids, turn that music down.
You don't want to be that guy who says, get off my lawn.
But exactly.
But it's a little loud.
It is. It's a teeny loud. And I go vamping again, and we didn't get into all the scores. Texas and Ohio State played a little football game today.
Oh man.
Nate will get to a couple of the top 25 games in a second. Across the conference, earlier today, Tulane put a whooping on Northwestern, 23-3. Temple over UMass, 42-10. Brian Smith, new defensive coordinator for the Owls, with Cedric Calhoun, their defensive line coach, former Owls assistant. Memphis routs Chattanooga 45-10 today. Maryland 39-7 over FAU. And right now at the half, North Texas leads Lamar 37-0. And Tulsa over Abilene Christian 10-0. They just started the second half there at my favorite road stadium, Chapman Stadium, there in Tulsa.
Texas A&M leading UTSA 28-17. You might have given them, and I can't hear. Clemson leading LSU by the score of 10-3. Michigan all over New Mexico 27-10. Texas Tech, that game's been delayed. Right now beating Arkansas Pine Bluff 47-0. And there's kickoff.
Goda kicks it deep above the extended arms of Williams. He makes his arms like a T to signify they won't return it. And Louisiana will have the ball to start the second half, left to right. Rice 14 and Louisiana 6. A fresh 15 on the clock here. Going left to right here. Louisiana in that first half only had 90 total yards. Rightfully all the focus of the Owls in the offense. But like we said, the defense helping them out here this one. 2 turnovers and allowing less than 100 yards.
Yeah, and the 2 turnovers led to points for the Rice Owls, and that's what you want. So now, if you're coming out playing defense and you're the Rice Owls,
Right now, you still want to have that mindset of forcing turnovers and not allowing Louisiana to get up the field. Past the 50.
Yeah, 38 of those 90 yards came on the first drive. First and 10 to 25. Howard takes the gun snap, hands left. Perry grabbed around his shoulder pad, but he runs through that arm tackle and just churns his way forward between the left hash and the numbers. Blake Banish chews him up and spits him out, but not before Perry goes for 13.
That's a very determined run by Perry. That's a really strong run.
Little spit and vinegar, huh?
Absolutely. He had several defenders on him and was able to elude a few.
Yeah, Perry had 20 yards in the first half, and he chews off a Baker's dozen there. Marching up to midfield, they have the 38 left to right. Put the tight end, Chappell in motion, but a handoff goes to the back up the middle, Perry again.
Goes to number 3, Silent
And
Perry.
he gets to the 40 before Peyton Stevenson, the Viper. Hybrid linebacker, hybrid safety brings him down. He only got 2, second down and 8 up at the 40, their own territory.
Nice job of filling that gap that time by the Owls defense. They're doing a good job of that. Not many missed assignments. It's just a matter of being able to make the tackles.
Kadarius Wade from Jackson, Mississippi. Wide receiver out to the left side now. Second and 8, their own 40. Rice by 8, 14-6. First minute plus of the second half. Perry the back standing tall by his buddy Howard here. Takes the gun snap, throws it left side. Two-handed attempt, but dropped there at the 42-yard line by the tight end Chappell.
Pass is incomplete.
Davion Hook on that coverage there near the tight end. Third down and 8, their own 40.
Talk about Davion Hook. He's making the calls in the secondary tonight. And, of course, we saw him last year. A lot of experience. What you got?
You know, I didn't check who has the green sticker. That slipped by me. Is it Hook the safety? Gabe Taylor had it last year. Is it Ty Morris in the linebacking core? It is Ty Morris. Thank you very much. Jason Metko in our ear. They're 5 of 8 on third downs, 3rd and 8 from the 40. They flex the tight end Miller there. And now they sprint Johnson, the LSU transfer, to the slot left side, and whistles come after that was obviously confusing for offensive coordinator Tim Leger and the head coach Michael Desmarais.
Yeah, they were about to get a penalty because there was a lot of confusion. And anytime you have that kind of confusion, it's 9 times out of 10. It doesn't happen all the time, but, you know, you can have a procedure penalty without even thinking about it.
Can I tidy up a few scores that we didn't get to in that first half
I can help you if you'd like.
Of action? You mentioned Texas A&M and UTSA. Towards the end of the first quarter, SMU leading East Texas A&M 14-0. Of course, we reference that we assume everybody and their dog and their mama's dog knows about Ohio State beating Texas 14-7 today.
Wow.
Right now, Clemson leading LSU 10-3, just starting the second half.
Florida State, Alabama.
How about that? Go ahead. I don't want to.
31-17, Florida State. They have some speed on that team. Olympic type speed.
Folks in Tuscaloosa restless already?
Yes, sir.
All right, the concert. We'll take a break from Whitney here.
I love
eventually. Yeah, there you go. Let's cut that back a little bit. 13-40, 3rd and 8 there, 40. Back to pass Howard. Hoisted right side. Long arcing pass that's through the hands of the receiver near way. Number 6, Sampson. Felt the footsteps of Stevenson behind him. And a good coverage. Connie, the safety, also in that neighborhood. 3rd down, and 8 turns to a 4th and 8 now.
Sampson, the 6'4 receiver, has a lot of skills, but I think he heard footsteps that time. Normally, that's a catch you make. And linebacker Morris was there. And he's down on the field right now.
And Ty Morris has rolled onto his back. I was leading tackler last year. Coach Abel telling me during the week he is as good as any college linebacker in the state of Texas. He said, just think about
the country.
That.
During your interview, you also said, and the country.
Jason, can you see what they're looking at with Ty as one of the trainers is bracing him on his back, and he's got a couple flanked to his right as well. It's hard for us to see here.
They are administering some sort of movements to his right leg near the ankle and the calf as well. So this appears to be a right leg injury.
We always want to think that it's a cramp.
And by the way, guys, Krupp did come back after what we believe to be a cramp after the intermission. He was back in on this defensive stand.
Yeah, he was down late first half, right?
This is what this looks like, too, a cramp.
It is still very humid down here. I know I was saying how lovely it was compared to 2 years ago at Texas, but I can really feel the humidity within the last 30 minutes or an hour or so.
They're trying to help him hydrate, offering water.
It looks like they might be massaging his calf.
Yeah.
Trainer Dana Dehaney down there.
She does a phenomenal job.
Yeah, countless hours before, during, and after the season for that training staff. And everybody waiting to see on the Owls front how Ty Morris does.
Hopefully it's nothing more than a cramp. Coach is going out now. Coach Scott Abel is out.
Yeah, he's bending over. His hands are on his knees. He's looking down right onto Morris as they
brought him out some hydration.
Cramps can be a real problem.
Yeah, Morris getting helped up now.
Ladies and gentlemen, number 3, Ty Morris.
Respectable local crowd here in Lafayette, Rice, and Louisiana. The series history tied 3 apiece, 7th all-time meeting. Rice 0-1 in games played here in Cajun country all time. Bob was here September 24th, 1988, a Ragin Cajuns 41-16 win. Here's the deep snap coming back to the Ragin Cajuns punter, and Nathan Torney kicks it deep. And it is to the right of the Owls special teams returner Thompson, who pays it no mind, and it rests a nice one pinned inside the 10 at the 9, a 51-yard boot there, as the long snapper Carter Milliron goes down to down that inside the 10-yard line. So Rice, its worst starting field position of the game coming up after this break on the Varsity Network app and the Owls Gameday app. The score is 14-6, Rice over Louisiana, 13:23 of the third. This is Rice Owls football from Learfield.
Porsche is proud to partner with Rice University, celebrating a shared commitment to excellence and innovation. As part of this exclusive partnership, Rice students, alumni, and staff are eligible for special incentives on new Porsche models, including the all-electric 2025 Macan. Plus, enjoy 3 years of complimentary maintenance with the purchase of any new vehicle. Visit today and show your Rice ID to take advantage. This offer is just for the Rice community.
I'm Chris Schappa, owner of Schappa's. For 42 years, our family has been providing you the best John Deere products and services in the industry. One of the things I'm most proud of is when you come to Schappa's, you are buying more than a piece of equipment. It's a commitment from our Schappa's family to yours to support you after the sale and be there when you need us. So the next time you're in the market for a John Deere tractor, a gator, or a mower, come see us at Schappa's and experience what we call the Schappa's difference.
We're thrilled to continue our relationship with a fantastic partner, Documation, proudly serving Texas for over 35 years. Whether it's IT, print, automation, or software managed services, they deliver cutting-edge solutions that help businesses and organizations just like ours take flight. And now, they're official partners of Rice Athletics. We're not just aiming for victory on the field, we're leading the way with our technology too. Let's show them some love. Owls Documation. Go Rice.
I want to give a quick promo here to all you Lettermen out there. I've got that Bayou Bucket, of course, coming up next week. The Huddle Up reunion. Our association will celebrate the latest installment of the Bucket, welcoming back all you former players to Rice Stadium September 5th and 6th for the annual reunion. Festivities start Friday with a campus pep rally on the Academic Quad at 6:30. The social this year will be at the Cohen House at 7. And prior to the game Saturday, check out, they'll have the Our Association tailgate. That starts at 3. And all football letter winners are invited to participate. Recognition on the turf at Rice Stadium next week during the first quarter. They're going to have a special acknowledgement of the members of the 71 and 72 Rice teams. They split the first 2 games played. Music stops on the dime. Handoff left to Jackson. Gallops up to the 15. Left to the 20. And out of the 25. What a run by Quentin Jackson for 17. Around that left hash. He doesn't need much daylight. He met Skipper there for a first down to the 26.
Man, he looked good running that route there. That was a great run And look, that play really worked out for him. That's a great play.
He's up
left
past,
side of that offensive line.
He's up past 80 yards on the ground. Barnett tight end left. Cole goes out wide receiver to the right side. Dickman slot right. First down, Rice, its own 26. Leading 14-6. Going right to left here in the Scott Abel debut. Fake to Jackson. Running right, Jenkins stops in traffic. Runs back up the middle. And he is stopped for no gain up past the 25-yard line. Terrence Williams, a weak side backer. The stop. First, second down and 10, the 26.
Rice Owls need to put some distance between them and Louisiana. And this is how you do it. You start deep in your own territory. It does help you to get some rhythm going, especially the way this offense is structured. It's a run offense primarily, so you want guys run the ball.
First play in a long time. Rice has not gained a yard. Second and 10 to 26. 14-6 they lead. Leg is raised by Jenkins. Snap, handoff, right side Jackson again. Zigs to the left, up to the right, and cuts it back towards the middle of the field on the left hash. He is a whirling dervish skipper, the safety. Tackle him, the 40-yard line. 14 yards for Quentin Jackson. Quick as a Louisiana Hickam.
Tell you what, one missed tackle, and he's gone. He's gone.
Closing in on the century mark for Quentin Jackson. 11:30, clock moving in a silent crowd here. The kids are still playing, tossing around those plastic footballs. 14-6, Rice leads. First down to the 40, right to left. Owls have the wing in motion, snap, hand to Jackson again. Gets stuffed up the middle, grabbed around the hip by Williams, and he waits for the cavalry to come to shove him back, but Q-Jack still gets a yard to the 41. Second down and 9 now.
So let's go with a bigger back. Let's go with Dalen. We'll throw 218 pounds at you since you want to shove back 165.
Yeah, we haven't seen the talented true freshmen, Tyvon Byers and DeAndre Hardiman yet. It's just been the kind of do-si-do of Jackson and Alexander here.
Game one. It's okay.
Second and 9. Coach Griffin there. The 41-yard line. Right to left. I miss you, buddy.
I know you do.
Cole out to the right. And they put Turner in motion. Pop pass to him. He takes that little short pass in front and was getting nowhere around the right edge. Past the 40, a generous forward progress up to the 42. Duggar, the middle linebacker, for a yard. Third down. The Owls are now need 8 yards from their 42.
Well, once again, in this offense, they don't necessarily have to throw it. They can if they want, but they don't have to. So we'll see what type of formation they come out in.
Rice 3 out of 5 on third downs. We haven't had to talk about the play clock much. To 15 seconds now. The Owls have plenty of time right at the 10-minute mark now in this third quarter. Rice up by 8, 14-6. The season opener here at Cajun Country. The crowd trying to get in it. Snap Jenkins, play action. Runs left, a little dump pass left side, caught by Dickman. Ball on the left side, runs up to the 50, gets near the sticks. He got that first down.
What a block by Porter.
Good job by Porter on that block. Flowers there gets that tackle.
I love how they do this. So near side from the far side hash mark, they decide to throw underneath the coverage to Dickman, and he does the rest.
Little slip it in there.
Yep.
And by the way, it was Porter 7, not 7 Cole. It was 7 Cole, not 7 Porter. 14-6, Rice leads. First down to the 44. Handoff to Dalen Alexander. Tramples across the top of that logo and down deeper into Ragin Cajuns territory. Touchdown to the past the 40-yard line. Chews it off for about 3. Darius Miller, defensive lineman there to swallow him up. Second down. And they'll say 6 after that 4-yard gain.
Yeah, they get the first down and then they come right back at you with 4 yards. And of course, once again, that's all they really want to get. 4 yards on every carry. You get 4 yards, you get a third down.
Can I state the obvious?
What is the obvious?
This is fun. This offense is fun to watch. Second and 6 at the 40. Rice up 14-6. Play clock down to 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds. And I believe we'll have a timeout coming here. Yes, indeed. Head coach Scott Abel. A stoppage has come. And they will take this timeout on the field. 8:30 of this third quarter of play. Rice 14 and Louisiana 6 here from Cajun Country in Lafayette on the Varsity Network app, the Owls Gameday app. This is Rice football from Learfield.
Balancing your work, family, and health is a lot to manage. Houston Methodist has a lot to offer. Convenient primary care checkups, personalized orthopedics to keep you moving, and experts in specialties like cardiology, neurology, and GI, all in one manageable system, so you can stay healthy and strong. That's the difference between practicing medicine and leading it for you. Houston Methodist, leading medicine.
Kohl's Labor Day sale is here. Sure, it's hard to admit summer's ending, but with $10 off $25 spent at Kohl's, you can stop living in denial and start living in cute cardigans. Yep, we're back to wearing layers. So welcome fall with savings on jeans, tees, candles, and comfy bedding. And earn Kohl's cash all weekend. Trust me, your future cozy self will thank you. Select styles, some exclusions apply. Offer in September 1st. See store or Kohls.com for details.
I think the new coaching staff did a great job of making this offense really easy to learn. You know, coming from a pro style to this offense is a big difference, a big change. But I think the whole coaching staff really came in and really got us to buy in really quickly.
That was Quentin Jackson talking to the media during the week. So calm, so poised. This drive, Rice, including Jackson. Jackson had a 17-yarder to start. This drive started back at the 9. Rice leading 14-6. But Q-Jack also had a 14-yarder. And then Chase Jenkins had a pass of 14 yards. So Rice kind of going back and forth there at the opposition, and Jackson 1 yard away from the 100-yard line.
It just seems like this offense is built for these talented kids that are, running the ball. I mean, right now, you talked about Q-Jack. He's got 99 yards on 17 carries. And you've also got Dalen Alexander, 10 carries, 55 yards. So everybody's starting to get in on the action. Dickman, looks like 3 catches for 44 yards, and as long as 23.
And it's already a career high. Quentin Jackson, career high in carries. Yeah. His previous career high in yards, he had 70 at Memphis in that midweek game played last year there in the Bluff City. So Q-Jack, like we talked to him in the offseason, we knew he'd be the feature back, and he has been the bell cow here. And ironically, it's Dalen Alexander, the back now, 2nd and 6. They're at the Louisiana 40 as Turner goes in motion. Snap misdirection coming to the left. And Jenkins got a lap full of Jordan Dawson, all Sun Belt Conference defensive lineman. He squashes him for a 6-yard loss back to the 46. 3rd down, and they're behind the chains. They need a dozen.
Well, every now and then the squirrel falls a nut, right? But in this particular point, that particular situation, that one kind of came to him. And so, look, they'll have a play for this 3rd down as they try to convert it into a 1st down.
Chase Edwards, a lanky defensive lineman from Cy Falls, all 6'7" of them comes in as a rush in for the Ragin' Cajuns. 3rd and 12, Rice, it's 46. Jenkins the pistol, snap, give to Alexander, runs left and turns through that left side of the line in between the numbers and the hatches. And Jaden Duggar ushers him to the turf at the 41 for a 5-yard gain. But it's in that gray area where Rice may go for it here on 4th down, but nope, Scott Abel brings the punt team out.
Well, that's a good move. That's the right move. Go ahead and pin them back in their own territory very deep if you can. And so just, let the defense go out and punt. The defense has had a chance to get a lot of rest tonight.
And that has helped so much. Baketta, 2 punts, a 41-yard average. I'll try to pin this one inside the 10. Ball's line of scrimmage, the 41 on a 4th and 7. Deep snap comes back to Baketta. The Penn State transfer, flip-flop backspin punt. Comes to Edwards, calls the fair catch. It takes a turn. Freeman, the deep snapper, chasing it, got knocked back from hitting the goal line. And Freeman, the deep snapper, will stop that inside the 3. We'll see where the official marking is. It looks near the 2. What a job by the Owl special teamers.
That's a great job by the special teams. It takes 3 phases to win it, right? Special teams, defense, and offense. And right now, all 3 are coming together to get this, keep this lead.
But how about Caleb Blanton? He knocks it back originally. Then it's Freeman that downed it there. They will call it at the 2. So 1st and 10. A lot of field in front of the Ragin' Cajuns. Rice 14. And Louisiana 6, just south of the 7-minute mark. Howard shotgun in that red and white end zone way to our left around the corner here in the wooden press box.
Inside the 2.
Just inside the 2-yard line. Stevenson, the Viper, coming up to play the line of scrimmage. Now he backs off. 8 to snap it. It comes back to Howard, looking left, throwing a tight spiral to the left. Off the two-handed grab attempt of the wide receiver, Sampson. Porter there, draping him, but a little too much mustard there on that Boudin ball. 2nd and 10 at the 2.
Yeah, he's trying to keep it out of the reach of the cornerback as well. And certainly, you know, you got a guy like either Porter or Crump over there. And that's trouble. But yeah, they're trying to move the ball down the field by throwing the football, not having much luck.
2nd and 10, their own 2 under the 7-minute mark. They're always out of the shotgun. Both these teams are like that. Howard might be changing the play. He whispered some sweet nothings to Perry's ear. Actually, Davis moved him on the other side. 3 receivers set. Back to pass. Handoff in the end zone. Coming near way. Davis just got past that double wide strike before meeting the hard hitter, Andrew Alway. He was lucky he got back to the line of scrimmage. Yeah, just a yard there. They'll call it at the 3-yard line. 3rd down and 9 coming up.
Right now, Rice Owls defense looking to get off the field. They get the stop here. And look, that's going to be good field position for the Rice Owls.
Morris back on.
Still a 1-possession game. Robert Williams, the receiver, checking in for the Ragin' Cajuns to that far away. It is a 4 wide receiver set. Clapping the snap from his own end zone. Howard going to run. Quarterback draws straight up the gut. Runs past the 10 and gets near the stick. See how they have that spot.
First down.
It will be a first down. What a call by OC Tim Leger.
Is another.
Run it right up the gut. We've seen him use his legs a couple of times. Ty Morris back in the game made that tackle.
Yeah, Leger, also a former quarterback, played at McNeese, and he understands what it takes to get first downs.
He's had some good boudin in his days.
Yes, he has.
They have good boudin in Hattiesburg?
No. Okay, not that I know of.
Good barbecue.
Yes, sir.
6 minutes to go. Snap and a handoff to the left side. That is Davis kind of jackknifing his way up past the 16-yard line.
25.
Call it the 17-yard line. Goes for 4 yards. Blaze Tita coming in that linebacking core made the hit and the stop.
Blaze changed his number this year to 25.
He did. Still a hard hitter, though.
Yes, he is.
From A-Leaf Taylor and Kilgore JC and Lamar High School, the Lamar football transfer. All right, 2nd and 6. They're on 17. Rice leading 14-6. Louisiana with it. The snap, the turn. Handoff left side. It is Davis turning his way around the left end. 25 left sideline, 30 up to 40. Cut down to that far sideline by Kane. Say Davis was chopped down at the 49-yard line for 32 yards. His longest run, the team's longest run of this affair.
Yeah, he found a hole that time and got a little leverage and turned it up for 32 yards. That was a good tackle by the Rice Owls defense, but 32 yards too late.
14-6. Rice leads Louisiana, but getting a 1-possession game. This has suddenly turned into a game under the 5-minute mark of this 3rd quarter. First down, their 49-yard line. The red and white clad Ragin' Cajuns moving left to right. They put Williams in motion. Snap. Handoff right side. It's been working. They want to keep with that as Davis maneuvers his way to the right side, and Morris sandwiches him here with Banish for about 3 yards on that play.
2nd and 7.
2nd down, and they'll say 7, but they're marking it for a 4-yard gain, so potato.
Credit card license.
Yeah, same play to the right. Off tackle. Off tackle left, off tackle right. Now see if you can stop it. Rice Owls that time stopped at 4 versus 32.
Yeah, they do count it for a 4-yard gain. North of the 4-minute mark, Rice leading 14-6. 2nd and 6. Louisiana, it's 47. But the big fella tight end Jensen in motion. Back to pass Walker. Check that. Howard, a big bullet over the middle. It is caught. And Wade is dropped down there by Porter right at the chains. That's how this drive has gone. They've done a good job finding those sticks, but they're still a little bit shy. So 5 yards there. 3rd down, less than a yard, but officials have a stoppage here. They want to straighten out. They say a first down. It was close. I'll give them that. That was close.
Play is another Louisiana.
Rice 14, Louisiana 6. Ragin' Cajuns driving. They start the clock again. 3:38 to go. This drive, remember, started at their own 2. Play number 8 of the drive coming up now. They've done a good job running the football here this series.
Rice
First
has to
and
be
10.
careful here. Really
They have 3 down now. They're going to that 33 stack defense. Here's the clap and the handoff to Perry. Turns left, cuts right, meets Stevenson, and he spins him around like a top. 10 yards. Right down the teeth of that Owls defense. In between the 30 and the 31-yard line. Counted for 11 yards.
Again, second play where you really have to be careful here because Howard, he's looking to get to the end zone. Might want to do it a lot quicker.
Receiver to the left
rather than later.
Charles Robertson from Zachary, Louisiana. Receiver to the left alongside the tight end Chappell. First down, the Rice 30. Rice leading 14-6. Louisiana 2:45 to go. Man in motion again this way. Coming now is Robertson. Snap. Handoff. It's been his drive. Spinning around is Davis. And he keeps turning. Goes downhill. Chris Clark, Jolivet. After a 5-yard rush, straight up the gut. 2nd and 5 at the Rice 25.
Yeah, so far, series of plays for Louisiana has been RPO. And so these RPOs are looking really, really good right now. Sort of deceptive to the Rice Owls defense. And they're trying to find the ball carrier, just like Louisiana's been trying to find the ball carrier.
Big Joe Mutombo there coming in at defensive end as the Owls go back to 4 down. 2nd and 5 at the Rice 25. Right at the 2-minute mark right now in this winding clock of the 3rd quarter. Snap. Howard looking left. Hums a spiral left side. A little bit high and off the hands of Robertson. He got jolted by Porter.
Walker Howard's pass is
incomplete. 3rd down and 5 at the Rice 25-yard line.
Tell you what, if Porter's able to look up and see that ball, that's 6 points going the other way.
He's had a couple on the wrong shoulder. It's easy to quarterback from up here, but he hasn't exactly put him on the money either.
6 of 10.
They're 6 out of 10 on 3rd down. 3rd down and 5 at the 25. Everybody's a great quarterback up on the couch, aren't they?
Yeah.
And in the stands, 14-6, Rice lead. Snap. Howard and fake to Davis. Howard runs right by Stevenson, cuts to the 15 to 10, and he streaks into the end zone. The touchdown. Louisiana gives Rice a little dose of its own medicine with that quarterback keeper straight up the gut, and they get the 25-yard touchdown run for Walker Howard.
So this entire series they've been running RPO, and that time Howard kept it himself. You read the defensive end that time. Defensive end bit on the back, and when he did that, there was no, you're not setting the edge, and all of a sudden he's got a free edge to run.
They're going for 2 here, Nathaniel Beede.
Well, wouldn't surprise me. Let's try to tie it up.
1:45 to go. Rushing touchdown for Howard. He had 2 rushes for no yards last year when he was with Ole Miss. 14-12. Rice leads. 2-point conversion pending. It's on the left hash. Howard there has the back Perry by him, and now they motion out of that. No backs by him. All the receivers to the right side. Snap. Running to the right side. Howard flips it. Back right corner of the end zone. Incomplete. They try to get it to Williams. No flag on the play. Good coverage on the Owls secondary, Jack Conde, and it holds. I think that's the right call there to go for 2 for the record, but the Owls hold.
Yeah, you want to go for 2 and try to tie it up. I totally understand that, but Howard got pressured that time, got flushed out of the pocket and had to roll to his right and put a little too much mustard underneath the ball. That ball was a little too tall for that receiver to try to make a play.
All right, the Owls have 2 straight scores, and now 2 straight scores for Louisiana. Rice 14 and Louisiana 12 on the Varsity Network app, the Owls Gameday app, and on YouTube. This is Rice Football from Learfield.
I'm Chris Shoppa, owner of Shoppa's. For 42 years, our family has been providing you the best John Deere products and services in the industry. One of the things I'm most proud of is when you come to Shoppa's, you are buying more than a piece of equipment. It's a commitment from our Shoppa's family to yours to support you after the sale and be there when you need us. So the next time you're in the market for a John Deere tractor, a gator, or a mower, come see us at Shoppa's and experience what we call the Shoppa's difference.
Rice fans, need a place to stay while watching your Owls play ball? Located just steps from campus is the Hilton Houston Medical Center. Visit us today at houstonplaza.hilton.com or call 713-313-4000 to get that special Rice discount. Again, that's houstonplaza.hilton.com or call 713-313-4000 to get that special Rice discount now.
Our Lady of Lourdes Stadium, Rice leading Louisiana by the score of 14-12. They just scored, though. 11 plays, 98 yards. 5:09 is how long it took. 25-yard run by Howard. The 2-yard, or better yet, the 2-point conversion failed. Didn't work. Let's go down now to Jason Metko. Jason, what you got, buddy?
Nate, good to see Ty Morris come back in later in that defensive set. He had missed a little bit of time due to what we believe to be a cramp from a lot of evidence supporting that. They were massaging his right leg. They gave him a ton of hydration fluids, including IV fluids. Just goes to show how humid it is out here tonight, Nate and JP.
Yeah, Nate, I mean, excuse me, you're Jason. Nate's by me. But you're better looking, Jason, I must say.
Than you.
Thank you, JP.
Yeah, very tough comparison there, right? It's just soupy down there. Like, you're walking. I mean, we're used to the Houston humidity, but no stranger are the Louisiana folks. It's very hot and humid out there.
It is, yes. You know, the sun has gone down. We were experiencing what we thought would be a cold front moving through with storms earlier today, but then again, it is towards the end of August, and cold fronts really don't exist. So I guess this is no real surprise.
Yeah, just north of 90 when we started this one, but very, very humid out here as the Owls set up the short return. We have not seen the big leg from Sterner tonight on the kickoff. It's actually going to be Klotz now. Maybe that's why. But Sterner did boot a couple of field goals. He has earned his per diem. Rice 14, Louisiana 12, minute 45 of this third. Love that you're with us here.
You give more than that now, buddy. NIL.
Yeah, just a bit. All right, Jackson staring up into the South Louisiana sky, calls the fair catch at the 1. A new rule from a few years ago. You can do that and still bring it out to the 25-yard line. We have ourselves a football game here, Nate.
We do. It's not a barn burner yet, but it's definitely a football game.
Shaping up, huh?
Yep, 14-12, Rice still leading. Need to put some points on the board right about now. And whatever it takes to get that done. May have to mix it up. I don't think that you change your stripes and decide to start throwing the football. Not necessary, because that's when you make mistakes.
Cole out of the sideline off to the right side. As the Owls have the one back, Quentin Jackson hiding behind Chase Jenkins. He puts the slot guy in motion, Ransom, and handing to Jackson, turns around, and he got an opponent helmet back between the 1 and the 0. Williams and Duggar combining to sandwich him there in between the 30, actually the 27 and the 28-yard line around there. Give him 3 yards, actually. Second down at 7.
That's all right. Still a good carry by Q-Jack. And, of course, you need a little bit more than that. But deep in your own territory, once again, you just want to continue to do what you've been doing all night, running the football all night long. That's what's been working. Just don't get to a point where they start doing what you're going to do.
In the last minute of this third quarter, Rice 180 yards rushing. Second and 7 to 28. Coming to the left, Jenkins, nothing there. Sprints it back up the middle and gets to the line of scrimmage.
And there's a flag.
Flag coming in. Duggar there, the hit. And this will come back anyway. A false start against Rice. So second and 12.
Not a good drive. And this is not the time for that.
Yeah, I'm not seeing the momentum's on the other sideline just yet. This is motion against Rice. But credit Louisiana. Hey, other team practices too. They have well-paid coaches, and they've made some adjustments. And their offensive line was blocking a lot better in that third quarter. And they started running the football again. Now they're up over 200 yards total.
Well, yeah, that's the defense could do, too, to actually play better. Obviously, they had to go and look at film from Davidson to see what Scott Abel did there. So they brought that model tonight to this game.
They declined the penalty. They went 3rd and 7 instead of 2nd and 12. 40 seconds left, third quarter. A tight one here. Rice 14, Louisiana 12. Right to left, Jenkins. He has that neon green mouthpiece dangling off his face mask. Looking right, pumps, coming back left. 30, spins away from a defender, but had some help there. That mouthpiece goes flying a couple yards shy of the sticks. Caleb Cabody bringing him down. Nice second effort, 5-yard gain by Jenkins, but they're 2 yards shy of the first down sticks of the 33.
It's a good fake that he gave. He looked as though he was going to throw the football and brought it down and ran it. Was hoping he'd be able to get that first down, but just wasn't able to do it. Good defense by the Ragin Cajuns.
Our first play of the fourth quarter will be a punt for the Rice Owls at the other end of the field. It's Rice 14, Louisiana 12, the only scoring in that third quarter. That quarterback keeper, Howard, about a minute of game time ago, a 25-yard rush. So, Rice 14 and Louisiana 12. Starting the fourth quarter next on the Varsity Network app, the Owls Gameday app. This is Rice Owls football from Learfield.
No matter what you're doing, a sprain, tear, or nagging ache can set you back. Until your expert orthopedic team at Houston Methodist uses advanced technology to personalize a treatment plan that's minimally invasive, healing your pain, and getting you back to life on your terms. That's the difference between practicing medicine and needing it. For you, Houston Methodist, leading medicine.
Owl fans know where to stay when they come to Houston. The Courtyard by Marriott Rice University is their preferred choice, whether cheering on the team or kicking off their Rice experience during O Week. Just minutes from Rice Village and less than 2 miles to campus, we provide the right mix of convenience and accessibility. Coming in spring 2025, enjoy Michelin-starred dim sum excellence in our restaurant. Cheer for the Owls by raising a glass in the lounge and start the day right with breakfast in the bistro. Call 713-661-5669 to make a reservation and be sure to ask for the Rice University rate. We look forward to welcoming you.
I don't know where you'd rather be. Rice 14 and Louisiana 12. Lights were dimmed a bit. Those LED modern lights, and the fans have pulled out. I'd say 25-30% of the fans pull out their smartphone device lights. How's it look down on the field, Jason Metko?
Trying to be a rock party without actually really being a rock party. Best way to describe it. I mean, it is interesting, though. You know, the Rice players were reacting like, you know, this is our hype music, too. We've got another quarter here, and we've still got the lead. So let's finish.
Going into the fourth quarter, Rice 236 total yards. Louisiana had the decisive edge in that third quarter. They have 203 yards total now, but Rice 187 on the ground. Ragin Cajuns have 140. I wasn't a math major, but Dad was a math professor. They had 107 yards rushing in that third quarter.
Wow. Well, now it's time to tighten things up a little bit. And I will tell you, this is where you want to be on a Saturday night at a college football game. Love college football, man.
Yeah, there's nothing quite like it.
Nothing.
First game of the Scott Abel era. Our 14th year together. Nate's 18th on the mic. We're just so grateful for you tuning in, and however you're tuning in on the Varsity Network app, the Owls Gameday app, RiceOwls.com. We're on the Owls YouTube booth. In the booth. That's Nate, if you didn't know. I'm JP. Who would know? That's the TV star, right, with the handsome chops right here. And Bob sandwiched in between us. And I don't know if fans can see in the booth. I got to give them kudos. They have done a fantastic job. This is a makeshift press box. And you wouldn't know it. We have been in far worse facilities that are permanent than what they have done temporary for the next couple seasons.
That's correct.
All right, Rice punting. Here's Bacchetta. This will be his fourth punt of the night. 4th and 2, their own 33. Rice up by a deuce. High snap. Goes up the ladder to get it. And the kick will turn over, pushing Williams back to his 12th, bobbled it, inhales it, runs by Freeman, the deep snapper, takes a right turn. A flag comes in. This will be coming back. against Louisiana. Owls did a good job of punt coverage defense. They were last in the conference in net putting last year. They covered that Baqueta punt of 56 yards in a brilliant way there.
Yes, indeed. And it's good to see.
Holding comes against the Raging Cajuns.
So that's going to help the defense. So what you're seeing right now, that was a great punt, I thought. A punt like that pushes, the receiver back. And all of a sudden,
56 yards.
Yeah, all of a sudden now he's trying to make it for the ground, and you get a holding call on that, on top of that.
Yeah, some are coming over and congratulating Ephraim Dotson, the Owl special teams unit, for that good coverage there. And eventually they'll mark this. Faith. So it's in between the 7 and the 8. Remember, they started their last drive at the 2 and controlled things. Rice 14, Louisiana 12. Just 16 seconds into this fourth quarter on a muggy, dare I say, sultry South Louisiana night. Very humid. The back is Perry there. Twins left, one receiver right side. The tight end moved out. Snap and an RPO, and a good job by the Owls in the backfield. Adele, the Dartmouth transfer, makes that tackle of Perry back to the 4-yard line. He dropped him for 3 yards. Get to know Ajike Adele's name, the Dartmouth grad, Ivy Defensive Player of the Year last season.
Oh my goodness, yeah, that's a tackle for loss right there, JP, any way you look at it. So great defense that time. 2nd and 14,
they're at their own 4-yard line. Shotgun Walker Howard, 6 foot 195. Lafayette product. Here's the snap. A quarterback power play to the left side. Turns his way around the left end and splits the difference between two defenders and surged his way before Kane brought him down after a 9-yard gain. Keep in mind of the loss on the previous play, as that sets up only a 3rd down and call it 5 at the 14.
I'll tell you what, you got to be able to get out of this if you're the Rice Owls defense. Otherwise, that great play you made for the loss is wasted.
Ball at the 14-yard line.
On 3rd downs here tonight, Raging Cajuns are 7 of 11. It's Perry's series. Franklin, Louisiana redshirt junior standing by Howard. 3rd and 4, their own 14. Rice leading by a 14-12 count. Back to pass. Howard rips a bullet over the middle. That's knocked incomplete at the 20. Trying to get it to Sampson. He was straight by Crump. The hometown folks want a pass interference, but they will not get it. The Owls should get the football back.
No, they're not going to get pass interference on that. That was just good coverage. The route from the far side to the near side was a quick slant. And of course, you had underneath and over the top coverage. No, you're not going to get that. That was just good defense by the Rice Owls. So that play did not go wasted.
All 3 phases helping out here.
Yes, sir.
A 56-yard punt set things up. Punter coming back to boot it away. That is Torney. He kicks a low punt to the left of the Owls returner to the 45-yard line in Thompson. Fair catch. And a timeout on the field. It'll be a 41-yard boot with no return from Tyson Thompson. 13-18 of this 4th quarter of play in this season opener here at Lafayette. Rice 14 and Louisiana 12. For the Varsity Network app and the Owls Gameday app, it's Rice football from Learfield.
Big trip on the horizon? Before you depart, you gotta park. The parking spot is a simpler, easier way to navigate airport parking, and you can save when you book online. You're guaranteed a spot, and we even pick you up at your trunk in our yellow and black spotted shuttles and take you straight to the terminal. Parking and saving come full circle at The Parking Spot. The Parking Spot, proud sponsor of Rice University. Visit theparkingspot.com to reserve your spot today.
Aw, shucks, the game's on TV, but I can't listen to the call of my favorite team broadcasters.
Never fear, Sync My Game is here.
Sync My Game?
Yes, Sync My Game. If you have a DVR and streaming device, head to syncmygame.com from Learfield. It's never been easier to hear the impassioned voices of your favorite radio crew synced with the TV.
Wow, thank you, Mr.
Just remember, syncmygame.com.
Yeehaw, having a good old time here in Cajun country.
I don't think it's yeehaw though.
You don't think so?
No.
Over here they don't get yeehaw?
It's more like
yeah.
More like anything but that. I'll just put it that way.
That's a country folk over here.
Don't act like it.
Our next broadcast, 14-12, Rice leads, getting the ball back. Our next broadcast of Owls football, the 2025 home opener, Scott Abel's home debut in the last scheduled Bayou Bucket. The last time U of H was on South Main, the Owls won that double overtime thriller. Kick just after 6 will be on air from the Frankie Hicks radio booth at 5:30 for the 47th all-time meeting between the two crosstown foes. You can hear it all on the Owls Gameday App, Varsity Network App, riceowls.com. Don't forget, we've got the Owls YouTube page in booth. Get your tickets, 713-348-OWLS. Cougars shut out SFA in the season opener 27-0 Thursday night. Of course, they got local product Connor Wegman leading the Cougars behind center after making that short trip from A&M. But second-year boss man Willie Fritz, 4-8 last season, but one of those 4 wins came against Rice when we were playing over there on the Cougars campus.
Yeah, they have a much better team. Won their first game against Stephen F. Austin, 27-0. They shut them out.
Revamp the coaching staff.
Yep.
All right, Owls possession starting at the 44. Low snap at the knees. Handoff to Jackson. Breaks one arm tackle and does a sideways roll. Terrence Williams sent him on that roll, but it was a 2-yard gain. It was a leaping safety skipper did the gentlemanly thing and just hopped over him. Second down and 8 at the 46.
My concern is that they're starting to tackle better is Louisiana. And so the game's getting a little tighter. And this is where Rice needs to try to get a little distance, try to create a little distance between them and Louisiana.
Dickman slot right, 2nd and 8. Rice hits 46, leading by a couple, 14-12. First 2 minutes of this third quarter, and a handoff around the left end to Dickman. He's going nowhere as Williams strung him out, dropped him for a loss back to the original line of scrimmage. Loss for 2 yards. Third down. Yeah, they gave him a friendly spot there. Loss of 1. Third down and 9 at the 45.
See what I mean? Louisiana's diagnosing these plays a lot quicker now. They are seeing the ball carrier. That's a problem. So you got to change something up. You don't want to have to change it out of necessity. Unfortunately, with this next play or 2 plays coming, you're going to have to do something.
Play clock down to 8. Jenkins getting his bearings. Third down and 9 at the 45. Snap. Play fake Dickman. Back to pass. Hoisting it right side. Caught by Jackson. Took a while to get started. Nothing there. Gets rolled down inside the 40. He's stopped by Clark. And a gang of red-clad Ragin Cajuns way back to the 39. They lost 6. And the Owls will have to punt it back with his 2-point lead.
Yeah, see now, you got to throw the ball. At some point, you're going to have to start throwing the ball down the field to try and get something done. Because right now, all they're doing is just stopping the run.
Williams right in front of us at the 20-yard line, returning this punt. He's got a red helmet, red jersey, white pants, red piping there. McKetta back to punt. We said his name too much in this second half, Nate. 4th and 15, they're 39. Opening minutes of this fourth quarter. McKetta, right-legged kicker, a high hanging one in the humid air. A flag comes in as Williams makes the catch of the 19, streaks his way up the middle, and like a bucking Bronco rider, past the 30, he stayed alive there, but could be for naught, as I think this will come back against the guys in red.
Appears that way. See what they call.
It might surprise folks. Have been wrong before, but not this time. Hold goes against the Ragin Cajuns, and that will be hiding the penalties from us. Look at that.
They were actually calling the penalty, and I think you were prognosticating.
I saw those that took up the corporate challenge. They'll be at the 9-yard line, so that'll be second straight drive for the Ragin Cajuns, or third starting inside their own 10. All right, Rice 14 and Louisiana 12. 11:04 this fourth quarter. Back after this, it's Rice football from Learfield.
Every great team has a game plan. What's your game plan for retirement? Join us in person for a 2-night comprehensive retirement planning university course. It's interactive, instructor-led, and covers what you need to know when it comes to retirement planning, taxes, income strategies, common mistakes, and more. If retirement is the next play for you, this class sets the formation. Reserve your seat at retirementplanninguniversity.com. That's retirementplanninguniversity.com. Retirement Planning University is a nonprofit and not an accredited university. See website for disclosures. Go Owls!
The passion.
He's going to take it to the house. Dinner's cooking. Touchdown.
The fury.
There was flames on that ball.
Speed.
35-40. There he goes. down the sideline.
Western College Football.
For the end zone. Got it for 6 points. You cannot hitch the wagon. Put the ponies in the bars. Back to the end zone. 30, 20. Say goodnight to this one.
This is the College Football Bliss. Listen all season long on College Sports Now on the Varsity Network.
Rice Owls still have a 14-12 lead here in Louisiana. 11:04 remaining in the game. Rice Owls, your support matters. When you join the Owl Club, you help student athletes succeed in sports, academics, and life. Make your gift today at riceowlclub.com/give. Thank you, and go Owls.
Yeah, shout out to all our friends at the Owl Club. Mike McBride and company over there. A great job. 11:04 this fourth quarter. Rice 14, Louisiana 12. Another possession starting inside the 10 in a bit. Jason Metko, other sporting updates across South Main.
Tough one last night for the Rice volleyball team, losing to number 9 Texas A&M 3-0, but a chance to redeem themselves tomorrow as they take on Central Arkansas. JP, do you know the mascot name of Central Arkansas?
They're the Sugar Bears.
Indeed. I was going to place a bet on that. I'm glad I did it. 1 p.m. tomorrow. That's on ESPN Plus with Randy McElroy and Tiffany Blevins.
Let me ask you a question. Do you know what the color of the turf is at Central Arkansas?
I believe it is a shade of purple.
Yeah, that is correct.
Purple and gray. Yeah.
Look at us, guys. Mid-season form.
Rice soccer. Rice soccer team is in the house. They have a 1 o'clock tilt against Louisiana tomorrow here in Lafayette. Back to pass, first down the 9. Howard airing it deep down the left sideline. Sampson's got a step, but it's long and incomplete as Cole was running with him, but a flag on the play. Another one for good measure.
So
I think he knew he had the free play offside, so that's why he aired it out deep.
Don't blame him.
Could be Joseph Matumbo that jumped off. Let's see if we hear them say number 8.
Wow.
About
2 flags on the field.
So both against Rice. One is offsides. That'll be declined, but they'll take the pass interference. It's no bueno, Nate. No good. Whew. Translate.
Not this deep in the game. I mean, look, you got 10:58 remaining in the game. You're only up by 2. And right now, you know what they're going to do. I'm talking about Louisiana chunking the ball down the field. So they're going to force your secondary to do things that they don't want to do. And that's a good example of it right there.
And Howard's kept them honest in this second half with his legs. First down, they're on 24. Counter turn, put it in the belly. Big fella Davis turning left, but the Owls stop him. Banish and Clemens there to shove him back. 4-yard loss on that play. What a time for the Owls defensive line to step up. 2nd and 14-20.
That's a big guy. Banish is a big boy.
And
he is looking NFL ready.
And fast.
I am telling you, he is looking. Did you hear Coach talk about him running 20 miles per hour?
Mm-hmm. At 6'3", 340.
Come on, man.
2nd and 14-20. Rice leading 14-12. Louisiana possession here. At their 20, high snap, play fake to Davis, running right. Howard gets touched by Morris as he heaves it deep up the right sideline, incomplete as Kane was covering Robertson, the receiver for the Ragin Cajuns, in front of his own bench. 3rd down and 14. Louisiana, its own 20.
Last 2 plays, you know, let's pat the defensive front line on the back because they're doing a nice job getting pressure on Walker. And that's what's caused these last 2 plays to fail. So they got to continue to do that.
They're 7-12 on 3rd downs here tonight. Williams moving to the near way. One of their 2 receivers that direction, the short side, the left. Clap, snap coming back. 3rd and 14 from the 20. Howard heaving it deep right side. He completed it, but it was a teammate that was out of bounds on the bench, not eligible. And it's wide, and somebody zigged when he zagged.
Hey, Louisiana folk getting mad now. I mean, it's no sense in getting upset.
They'll punt it now.
Right, they have to punt it. No sense in getting upset. There was the communication breakdown between the quarterback and the wide receiver. Supposed to be an out route for the receiver. Receiver ran a 9 route and in double coverage.
First game for everybody, huh?
For the Owls, number 11, Tyson Thompson.
All right, back to punt is Nathan Torney. from Kibrin, Australia, made Ozzy.
Yeah, but Tyson Thompson knows this one, JP.
Southern Illinois. Thompson not from Australia, from Houston. Wobbling punt, knuckleball style to the right of Thompson, and hails at the 35. And he accelerates to the right sideline, the 40. And a wall of red and white pushes him back into the right sideline. And a little post-play greetings there by some of the special teamers. And Rice, though, decent starting field position coming up at the 10-minute mark. They'll be at their 40. We'll keep it here, no timeout. So third straight possession, Rice has a chance to separate it to make it a two-possession game. Let's see what they do here. It's actually at the 39-yard line.
They've been threatening. It's just a matter of what are you going to do? You're going to change the game plan, because right now it seems so Louisiana knows what you're going to do. They're able to find the ball carrier. You've not moved the ball well in the last couple of possessions.
Artis Cole, wide side of the field to the far side. Jenkins the shotgun to 39. Owls leading by a deuce, 14-12. Jenkins the handoff to the right, no going. And that is Dalen Alexander. Could not get going out of the garage. As Jaden Duggars had a whale of a game. 2-yard gain, 2nd down and 8 to 41.
I see what I mean there.
I do.
They're reading it now. They're reading all your plays. You're not fooling them, okay? The middle of the field has been a soft spot for Louisiana, I'd say, for the first 2.5 to 3 quarters. Not anymore. They figured it out.
Duggar, 10 tackles, 8 of those solo to pace the team. 2nd and 8. Rice wanted to use a lot of that play clock. It's down to 10 seconds now. Rice leading 14-12. 9:20 to go. Left to right for their own 41-yard line.
Hurry.
Play action. Jenkins running to his right. Nowhere to go. He is bottled up and stood up. Never actually touched down. But Jalen Kreider, the Youngstown State Penguin transfer, brings him down for a 5-yard sack.
His recognition is going to have to be slightly better, because that time you had both defensive ends coming in on a blitz, right? And so you don't have anywhere to go. When they set the edge like that, you don't have any receivers to throw the ball to because nobody's open. You got to take off. You got to recognize what's happening.
And remember, as fans that don't know, it's his first career start today, too. He's getting used to that speed. 3rd down and 13. Owls 4 of 9 on 3rd downs. They're 36, leading 14-12. And suddenly a noisy Our Lady of Lourdes Stadium here. Low snap. Option to the left side. Jenkins on the run now. Hoisted left. High for Ransom. Almost picked, but incomplete, the 45. Off of Ransom's hands and almost picked by Skipper from Sophie B. Wright in New Orleans down the road. And that turns into Louisiana getting the ball back again for a 4th straight possession to try to get the lead. 4th and 13, Rice to 36.
That's a tough play, though. You got to understand, Chase Jenkins takes the snap, and all of a sudden he's rolling to his left, trying to throw the ball back right. That's tough.
Back to receive this punt is Robert Williams, the Humboldt product. 4th and 13, their own 36. Deep snap coming back. Baqueta, a slight step to his right-legged kicker, side spinning coming up to the 25. Fair catch is called for as Williams hops up to the 26 to receive that. And there'll be a timeout on the field. They'll start the possession at the 26 after a 38-yard Baqueta boot. Rice 14.
Nice job.
Rice 14 and Louisiana 12. 8:16 to this 4th quarter. From the Varsity Network App and the Owls Gameday App, this Rice football from Learfield.
Rice fans need a place to stay while watching your Owls play ball? Located just steps from campus is the Hilton Houston Medical Center. Visit us today at houstonplaza.hilton.com or call 713-313-4000 to get that special Rice discount. Again, that's houstonplaza.hilton.com or call 713-313-4000 to get that special Rice discount now.
Porsche is proud to partner with Rice University, celebrating a shared commitment to excellence and innovation. As part of this exclusive partnership, Rice students, alumni, and staff are eligible for special incentives on new Porsche models, including the all-electric 2025 Macan. Plus, enjoy 3 years of complimentary maintenance with the purchase of any new vehicle. Visit today and show your Rice ID to take advantage. This offer is just for the Rice community.
Rice hasn't scored this second half. They had 2 rushing touchdowns in the second quarter to go to the half, a 14-6 lead, but a touchdown in the third quarter from the Ragin Cajuns. They missed their 2-point conversion tie towards the end of that third quarter. We're still knotted up, or still here at this 14-12 score. Looking at some scores from across the American Conference, North Texas all over Lamar. Cue the boat race sounder, Nate. 51-0, North Texas. Tulsa shutting out Abell Christian's Wildcats, 35-zip. Maryland blows out FAU today, 39-7. Navy wallops VMI in the side of the head, 52-7. Tulane beats Northwestern, 23-3. So the rarity here today, we've got a close game here. Most of the conference games have been blowouts. What say you on your side?
I got one for you. Everyone picked Clemson to knock off LSU, right?
And
LSU is leading Clemson 17-10 with 10:05 remaining in the game.
8:16 of this fourth quarter. Louisiana taking it, the 26-yard line. Rice 14 and Louisiana 12. Howard, 9 of 21 passing for 63 yards. Takes the snap and gives a handoff to Perry. He tried to maneuver his way around the right end, but he didn't get a yard. Good job by the Owls setting that edge on the defense, namely Big Joe Matumbo for the blue and green.
Boy, Perry sure is a patient runner, isn't he? He allows his blocks to set up, and you can see he was running off tackle that time. He's like, wait a minute, let this block set up a little bit better. Didn't get a whole lot there, but just the patience. You like watching that.
Right to left, second and 10 to 26. 14-12, Rice leads. Louisiana ball. Design quarterback here from the left side. Howard around the left end to 30, 35. Well, they'll say he was stopped there by Matumbo. Good job running down and hustling to make that play, but it was a 9-yard rush. Good block by the left tackle, Brian Williams from Lake Charles, to free him up for that space.
2023, this guy was ranked number 5 in the quarterback portal. He was a good one.
Went to a couple SEC schools after that. A handoff up the middle, and Perry stymied up the middle. Morris and Daly both coming in to play the run. He lost a yard. Back to the 34. Peyton Stevenson getting in on the Parliament of Owls on that tackle.
Look at Peyton Stevenson transitioning from wide receiver to Vandal.
A couple years back, yeah.
Yeah.
Playing that Viper back.
Yeah, more like Viper.
Charles Robertson coming in now. 6:53 to go. They'll go for it. 4th and 2. They're on 34-yard line. Tight end Jensen. Hand down right. Slot right is Struther, local kid. 3 receivers set. Gunn Howard, 4th and 2 to 34. Rice leading by 2. Louisiana's quarterback Howard, 5 to snap. It comes back. He'll keep it to the right side. He got hit. He's stopped at the 35. He'll be short. Davion Hook stops him at the 35. The Boo Birds come in, but the Rice Owls make the huge stop there at the 6:30 mark, leading 14-12, and they'll have a short field.
I wanted to tell you before the play I'd be insulted. On 4th and 2, and they decide to run it? I'm sorry. Good job by the Rice Owls defense making the stop. They read it, diagnosed it perfectly, and stopped them. 4th and 2.
And Rice has not been moving the football. Louisiana's defense has been playing well. I'm not Coach Heath. You're not Coach Griffin, but they had 2 timeouts and the 2-minute timeout.
They look like a completely different defensive team in the second half. They looked to be a little stymied in the first half, confused, didn't know what was coming. Second half, oh no, we're diagnosing every one of your plays. So yeah, they have played much better, but good job by the Rice Owls defense on that play.
Jackson, slot left side. Cole, the receiver to the left. Snap, and a give on a reverse right side to Jackson. Coming near way now to the sideline. Got ankle tackle to 39-yard line. Duggar had a whale of a game. He'll still gain a couple yards on that play. 2nd down and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Again, doing a nice job of getting to the edge, because Jackson, again, he's a bullet in the dark. Good luck trying to find him. I mean, it's really, really tough. But again, that Louisiana defense, they have played much better.
Cole again out of the huddle to the left. Turner now the slot left. Jackson takes his place in his traditional spot right by the neon green mouthpiece of Chase Jenkins. 2nd 8 to 33. A handoff right, and good job by Jackson following the block of David Stipple, maneuvering his way now the 25 and a first down to the 24-yard line.
At the Louisiana 24.
Goes for 9 yards. Quentin Jackson over the century mark. Rice 14 and Louisiana 12. Knock on the door. 5.5 minutes left.
The direct runs up the field have been the most effective tonight, other than when they attacked the middle. Now, when they attacked the middle, they had more success in the first half, not so much in the second half. but they pick on the 4-hole, the 6-hole, trying to get to the outside, run it off right tackle. They've had lots of success.
And the clock is the friend for Rice here, as it's 7 to snap it, nearing the 5-minute mark. Rice leading 14-12, first down to 24. Back to pass, Jenkins looking to his right, grab from behind, and he is brought down by Whitfield, the defensive end. Officially back to the line of scrimmage, as Stickles a little slow getting up from his center spot, but second down and 10 at the 24 of Louisiana.
Once again, Chase is going to have to react a little quicker, because he has a lot of faith in his receivers. I get it. He's got a lot of faith in his receivers, looking for them to get open. But sometimes that extra second or second and a half causes what you just saw.
Second and 10 at the Louisiana 24. Rice up by a 14-12 margin. Now the shotgun, Jenkins, handoff to Jackson around the right end short side of the field. Got hit around the knee. Stop, but he still accelerates now. Fort Duggar brings him down at the 20, 4 yards on that play. Third down. Rice will need 6. Knocking on the door of that red zone right at the 20, actually.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if Dalen was actually going to go in the game, because it looked like Q Jackson was trying to politic to stay in the game. But Dalen's in there. You need the bigger back. And now with this third down coming up at 6.
Be massive here.
Yeah,
third
you probably
and 6.
need Dalen in there right now.
Yeah, Alexander there, the big back. Barnett tied in to the right side. Now's also Dickman to the left. Here's the snap. Handoff. Right edge. Alexander breaks through the right side. Lost his helmet as he runs inside the 15-yard line, and a flag comes in. This might be a face mask, as Trey Tomlinson had a handful of helmet. First down to the 14-yard line. Let's see if that tacks on a half the distance. That Rice sideline erupted right in front of you, Jason Metko.
What we saw, boys.
That makes us feel better with that matches.
Yeah, Dalen's a little tougher to bring down, and you could see he was running with a lot of determination on that play. And so what happens towards the end of the game? What happens? You get a little frustrated, got to do something to bring him down. Maybe the refs won't see it. They saw that, especially when the helmet came off.
Some of the fans,
and because it was, and the point is, because it was snatched off, he's back in the game. He stays in the game.
First down and goal at the 6-yard line. The clock starts again at the 3:19 mark, and that can't move fast enough as Alexander stays in there. Slot left side Turner. Receiver to the left is Cole. Raises the leg, hard snap right shoulder, gives to Alexander, plows his way inside the 5, to the 3, to the 2, close to the goal line.
It's the number 20, Dalen Alexander.
Take a number on that Louisiana defense, but that Owls line doing work after that 5-yard rush by Alexander. Say his knee was down at the 2.
Yeah, they are having a harder time tackling 212 pounds versus 165. And so Dalen is the guy who makes all the tough runs for you. You know, when you need something quick, you can't see the guy, go to Q-Jack.
Rice did not have a road win last year. They're trying to start the Scott Abel era. They win here down I-10. Second and goal at the 2. Shotgun, Jenkins. Turner in motion behind him. Snap hand to Alexander, trying to finish it off, and he is stopped short around the 1. Still gained a yard. St. Andre, they're going to mark him back to the 2, so no gain. St. Andre the tackle, and a timeout comes from the Ragin Cajuns. Remember the timeout, the 2-minute timeout's coming up in 17 seconds, so we'll keep it here and discuss things. Well, as a touchdown really makes things difficult, provided you get the point after to make it a 2-possession game. A field goal, making it 17-12, would make them have, they could have a touchdown to go ahead. I'm just telling you what the scenario is.
Okay.
Don't say nah to me. I'm trying to.
No, I'm just, I know you're thinking, nah, you are actually acting feisty. I'm not thinking, I know you're thinking 5 3-points isn't enough, and 5 points is not enough. They definitely need a touchdown here. And so now here's the question. How are they going to get into the end zone? We saw a couple of games earlier today, and I won't point them out, where the offense decided to run directly at the defense. The defense knows it's coming. So do you need a little trickeration? And what I mean by trickeration, not run right at them. Do you go with play action? What do you do here? It's not a play action team.
We'll see. Jackson the back. Receiver to the right, the slot guy, Turner. Everybody else compact there in between the hashes. 3rd and goal at the 2. Rice leading by 2. Down the line option. Jenkins does not toss it. Got popped and stopped short and then stand back at the 2. Yeah, he might have. They'll give him the 1. Caboti at the 1. 4th down and goal at the 1. We come to the 2-minute timeout. Rice 14 and Louisiana 12. Owls trying to put this one on ice. Coming up next, stay with us. The Varsity Network app, the Owls Game Day app. It's Rice football from Learfield.
If you are a Rice football letterman, we want you out at the Huddle Up Reunion coming up next week before the Bayou Bucket. Festivities get underway Friday night with a campus pep rally on the academic quad. That's at 6:30, and then they move things, all the fun, with the reunion social to the Cohen House starting at 7. But before the 6 o'clock kickoff to the Bucket on Saturday to decide possession of the venerable Bayou Bucket Trophy, the R Association will hold a pregame tailgate that begins at 3. All football letter winners will be invited to participate in a recognition on the turf at Rice Stadium during the first quarter next week against U of H, with special acknowledgement to the members of the 71 and 72 Rice teams who split the first 2 games played between the Owls and the Cougs. Contact Brian McDevitt to register, please, 713-348-3229. You can email him as well. Rice Letterman, we want you out at the Huddle Up Reunion next week before the Bayou Bucket. Rice fight.
Rice 14, Louisiana 12. Got the 2-minute timeout. Louisiana still has 1 timeout. Rice has 2 timeouts. Jason Metko, you're right down the line there. From here, it looks just outside the 1. How far are the Owls from pay dirt there? It's close. I know that. You can see that tip of the ball there, right?
It's a yard and the ball.
Yeah, yard and the ball. Right outside the 1-yard line.
Well, this is where you need a tush push, right? That's not the kind of football they play. But you got to figure out something here that's going to get you in the end zone, because we saw a game earlier today. I don't think I have to really refer to it because everybody knows. Didn't quite work out from the 1-yard line.
Remember, Louisiana went on that 4th down about the 6-minute mark. Owls took it and got it back. And that play loomed large instead of punting it away to make Rice work for it. And the Owls haven't moved it too far, but they've taken a lot of time off the clock. Down here, 4 minutes to go. What, Bob? Carry the 1, about 35 yards. Yeah, this is the 9th play of the drive that started at the 35-yard line. So they've gone 34 yards in about 4 minutes.
You don't want to get cute, but there's nothing wrong with the little misdirection. You've been running it all night.
All right, short yardage guy, Dalen Alexander there to the left of Jenkins, and even 2 minutes left. Rice 14 and Louisiana 12. 4th and goal at the Ragin Cajun 1. No receivers in the formation. Turner, slot right. He goes in motion. Low snap, picks it off the carpet. It's going nowhere. It's going nowhere, and Louisiana will get the ball as Jake St. Andre stops Jenkins, but the low snap didn't help him, and they'll have 95 yards away from the end zone, and then a field goal could win it.
Oh, boy. Oh, man. That hurt. A low snap. See, that's why everything has to work almost perfectly.
Tough game.
It's a tough game. And in situations like that, that's when you really find out what you got and who you are.
Owls defense has been solid here in this second half. Go back and look. Louisiana's drive starting deep in their own territory here this second half.
These kids are going to throw the ball. I can tell you that right now. And I say kids facetiously. These guys are going to throw the ball.
Howard only 9 of 21 for 63 yards. Back to pass, though, from his own end zone, airing it left side. Open man Sampson pushed out of bounds up near the 30-yard line. Caught that in front of Book. Porter there helping out as well. at 20. Let's see where they mark it. Yeah, Howard is down in the end zone here for the Raging Cajuns, and that is not going to look at his right leg. That does not look good. Hope he's okay.
You always want, you always want to play against a worthy opponent. We want him up. I mean,
25 yards on that gain. And
that's big time. I mean, you knew that. You could see the urgency in their body. Look at the body language. They'll tell you what they're going to do. And they were definitely going to throw the ball. If they can throw the ball all 4 downs and get the end zone, bye. That's what they're looking to do.
I know you're not Dawson on the Raging Cajuns radio side doing the sidelines, Jason, but you're right on top of that. To me, it looked like they were looking at his leg, but now it seems... What do you see? You're right there. Like, what do you see, Jason?
I'm seeing one of the trainers touch the left knee, but it looks like it's a midsection kind of injury.
Okay.
He is holding his left hand.
About to get up.
Yeah. Something on the left side of his body.
Number 4, Walker Howard.
Left leg, whatever it is.
He's got a big hitch in his Lafayette giddy up over there.
He does. But they have another quarterback I want to see coming in right now.
Daniel Beal played in 3 games last season, unless they bring in their guy Lunch Winfield. Yes, it will be Beal from Baton Rouge Catholic High School. 13-30 last year, 126 yards, 1:51 to go. Louisiana's got a timeout. They trail the Rice Owls 14-12. They're up to the 30 after that 25-yard gain for Howard, his longest completion of the night. Shotgun snap back to Beal. Welcome to the season opener as he whips one wide of Jensen, the tight end, near flat at the 30. Out of bounds. The Owls, good job on coverage there. Blaze T to the linebacker.
Yeah, game speed for coming off the bench in this situation is tough because everything is swimming around you.
I couldn't imagine anything tougher than that. 2nd and 10, they're on 30, a minute 46 left. Rice 14, Louisiana 12. Blue and gray trying to hold on for a win. It's Scott Abel's first game as the Owls boss man. Back to pass Beal on his tippy toes.
Oh boy.
Runs up, gallops 35, cuts at 40, near midfield. Flag comes in as he slides. This will be a hold. Flag back at the 28-yard line.
We just found out something, JP.
Among other things, what?
Beal can run.
He can scoot it.
Some scoots.
There's your scout.
He's got some scoots. Mr. Obvious. He can run.
Pay you the medium-sized bucks.
Hey, really. You're not getting it raised because you tell us too many obvious things.
2nd down and 20 now from their own 20. Beal gives way back to Howard. No, it is still Beal. Thank you.
That should be a wake-up call.
Minute 33 to go. Yes, Beal stands tall, coming back to pass, runs to his left now near the sideline, flips it out of bounds, and incomplete. 3rd down and 20 coming up to 20.
He was in front of the line when he threw.
3rd down.
Should that not be? Could that be?
He was in front of the line.
3rd down and 20 coming from the 20. A minute 26 left. Rice 14, Louisiana 12. Folks standing the stands beneath us.
All right, guys. We're looking for 6 here, JP.
1:26 to go. Owls rushing 5 there. Got the 3 safeties back to pass is Beal. Blitz comes in, whiffed by Tita. Beal moving to his right towards the sideline. Alwayhan is his face as it's arced down the right side.
What?
A catch to the 43, but a flag comes in. Pass interference against Rice.
Flag on the play.
One thing, as again, the officials are not Mike Crump on that PI. The line of scrimmage will come up at the 35-yard line. Yes, indeed. They're at the 35.
In the world. He, on the run, completes that pass.
Keep in mind, their kicker has a cannon. tonight. Sterner has kicked a 51-yarder and a 47-yarder. They're still out of his field goal range, but keep that in mind. Rice 14, Louisiana 12. First and 10, their own 35. Tied in motion, Miller. Back to pass. The backup quarterback, Beal, looking right side. Down the seam. Incomplete at the 50. As Ty Morris running stride for stride with a tight end, Miller. Second down and 10, the 45 for Louisiana. 1:12 to go.
Man, if he gets his head around, that's a pick. You know, he's trying to make sure that he stays with that receiver. But if he gets his head around, that's a pick. Ball game, Rice. Oh.
Second down and 10. Robertson, the receiver, going out to the right side. The other one, Wade, coming near way. 1:12 to go. Second and 10, the 35. A seat squirmer here in Louisiana. 14-12 Rice. Back to passes, Beal. Looking left, throwing left. Wide and incomplete. The sideline at the 47. Porter, good coverage of Wade here. Third down and 10. They're at their own 35.
Wow. Beal is showing you a little bit of accuracy along with the fact that he can run. He's got good awareness in the pocket too.
Minute 7 left. Third down and 10 at the 35. Remember, they still have one timeout remaining. Twins to the right, one receiver to the left side is Wade. Back to passes, Beal. Looking over the middle, throws, jarred incomplete at the 50. A big play by Rice's hook. Knocks down the Louisiana receiver who's still down on the turf.
Davion Hook, that's a big-time play, young man. To the middle of the field, they decided to throw the football, and Davion Hook was right there.
Wade got helped up pretty quick. 1:02 to go. Here's the ball game. 4th and 10, Louisiana. It's 35-yard line. And a timeout is called, but Desmero can't take him back into the locker room. Rice 14 and Louisiana 12. 1:02 remaining here in Cajun country. Rice trying to win the first game of the Scott Abel era.
So far, so good. A couple of things they'd like to have back, but so far, so good. But great defense, because the defense is not particularly worn out tonight, thanks to the offense. But in terms of time of possession, 35-27 for Rice, 22-37 for the Ragin' Cajuns.
What we say before the game, get it up at 35-36. You wouldn't turn it down.
You got to.
Owls need to stop here, and they'll get a win. It'll be a happy ride back down I-10 in the middle of the night coming up here.
None of that makes a difference. The winning the time of possession, the 2-point that you lead right now, doesn't make a difference if you don't make a play right here.
Yeah, this is the ball game here from Louisiana since 4th and 10 at the 35 in their own territory. 1 minute and 2 seconds left. Rice 14, Louisiana 12. They push two receivers to the right, one short side left is Sampson, their big play guy. Tight end goes in motion. Jensen back to passes. Beal, the backup quarterback, looking right, heaving it right. It flutters incomplete. Down at the 48-yard line. Kane on the coverage. No flag on the play. It got tipped at the line of scrimmage, and that should do it. Daly, the deflection, 57 seconds left. A couple of knees. The Owls will be flying back down I-10 victors tonight.
Boy, I tell you what, a lot of tough moments here tonight, JP, but looks like all of the work leading into the season for Scott Abel, his staff and his team, looks like they're going to be okay.
The fun is in the winning.
Yes, sir.
Owls did not win a road game last year. Their last road win against Charlotte at the end of 23.
Yep.
And snapping a 6-game road losing streak here tonight. They're in the victory formation, Owls. 57 seconds left. Rice did not score in the second half. Their running game did it in the first half, and their defense held up at the right time here. One more knee, and it'll be official. Rice 14, Louisiana 12.
This is so cool. You got a young quarterback who's getting his first big-time start tonight, and he is the starter for this team. A lot of new faces on the offense, a lot of new faces on the defense. Just about an entire new coaching staff.
One more knee coming up. Rare under center for the Owls the first 2 times tonight, those kneel downs, and that'll do it. The Powerade bucket in the water goes on Scott Abel, and that'll do it. The Rice Owls come into Cajun country and get a spicy win, 14-12. Rice over Louisiana, the season opener, win number 1 of many for Scott Abel.
How big is this? This is so big. They come to Louisiana against the champs from their conference last year, and they beat them.
Players from both sides shaking hands after the game. You can see that pile of the ice pellets there out around the 40-yard line. And I can't get over the fact that Louisiana much improved the second half. They ran the ball a little bit better, but
play better defense also.
Rice's defense held up when they could. They had 2 rushing touchdowns, the only ones they needed, but the pass defense for Rice was great. They held Louisiana to 10 of 28 passing tonight for only 88 yards. We'll hear from Scott Abel coming up here in a moment. But how about that day, Griffin? The Owls get the season opening W. Hear from Coach Abel and some players perhaps here in just a bit.
That's a John K. coach defense. And these guys played big tonight. This is how you play. This is how you win. The culture has changed. Bottom line.
Quentin Jackson down talking with the TV folks. Owls are going now to the fans that have made their way here. And they're standing in front of them, celebrating with them. Coming here to the near way, the corner. And right now there is a meeting at midfield. And there are some Rice
this is huge, you know, for them to get this done. It looks like players from both teams are actually at midfield. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, it looked like a post-game prayer between the 2 teams. And rest of the guys joining the others there, celebrating this one as the Rice Owls go to 1-0 on this season. Hey, Griffin, they'll be happy campers after this one.
They really will. They did as much as they could do right. There were some things that sort of didn't go their way, but they were able to work through that, JP, and come out here with a win. Really happy for them.
Great point. Yeah. They won is what matters most, but they did it with the running game in that first half, and the defense bent but didn't break in that second half.
And that's what they needed. When you can only score 14 points and win, you only need to score 14 points to win. What does that say? That says that your defense really played well tonight. So, again, a John K. coach defense. They played smart, made a few mistakes, a couple of penalties they can live without for the next coming games. But I thought that they did everything they needed to do to win, and they finally figured out how to win once they started moving the ball down the field and doing things.
Oh, and we'll hear from Coach Abel in a second. He's talking to the team, but we'll have more stats in a second. But how about career high 22 carries? He more than doubled his career high in carries. And Quentin Jackson, 119 rushing yards, as the Owls had 206 rushing yards. It's not the 300 like we said could come down the line. Scott Abel's tradition at Davidson leading the FCS in rushing. That may come, but they really determine that tone of the game in the first quarter and a half and into the second half by running the football.
And they ran the football with as much precision as they could, but then Louisiana sort of figured it out. And once they figured it out, got the rhythm going on defense, it made it hard for them. And so you do things uncharacteristically when you don't know what you're up against. And so the defense came out and played, and I won't say uncharacteristically because they were good last year, but they played uncharacteristically extremely well tonight.
2 fourth-down stops for the Owls defense in those last 2 drives, and they get that W here. The Owls break that huddle. We'll hear from Coach Abel and maybe a player or two in a second, and more in the locker room. 14-12, Rice takes this win, and Rice exiting that huddle, going back to the fans, and Coach down.
Oh, wait, hold on, not yet. Sorry.
Just kidding. We're just making sure you're paying attention.
Getting a hug from his wife.
Getting a hug from the Mrs. Abel. We'll definitely allow that, as this stadium has largely emptied of the red-clad fans, and it's only blue here in Lafayette right now. There you go, Coach and Jason.
Well, how's that for your first one at Blue and Gray?
Well, I'll tell you, we experienced about everything you could experience in a game, right? You know, what I just told the guys, I'm just so proud of the fight and the passion they play with. It certainly wasn't a clean football game, right? You know, what we did do right was take care of the football, right? Got a little slide offensively with us, right? Got a little bit away from what we can do, and that slowed us down, but the defense rose to the occasion, right? The first half, the offense rose to the occasion, and that's what a complete game looks like, and I'm just proud. We'll enjoy this tonight, and, you know, thank you to all our Rice Owl fans who came out, look at them all, right? Thank you to our alums out there. I want everybody to know, like, we talk about you all the time, right? We're not just representing Rice football right now. We're representing generations and decades of Rice football. We look forward to seeing everybody as we open up at home next week versus Houston.
What does this mean personally for you, Coach?
Well, you know, getting win one, you know, is always special, right? And this team, as much as any other team, has bought into what we're doing, bought into the vision, expectations, and they show up every day to work. And, you know, this is about them. It's not about me. And they earned this. They deserve this. And just incredibly proud to be a part of it.
Enjoy the late night bus ride home, Coach. Thanks for doing this.
I will enjoy that bus ride. Thank you. Go Owls.
Gentlemen, back to you.
Indeed. Rice fight indeed. You can hear the energy. I talked to players separately, not right next to each other, but they said the energy that Scott Abel and his staff has brought. You heard it there. Coach is energetic, and a hard-fought win in his first of many here for the Blue and Gray. Rice 14, Louisiana 12. Here in just a bit, we'll have a few more Owls. Stay tuned. Post-game up next. It's Rice football from Learfield.
I'm Chris Shoppa, owner of Shoppa's. For 42 years, our family has been providing you the best John Deere products and services in the industry. One of the things I'm most proud of is when you come to Shoppa's, you are buying more than a piece of equipment. It's a commitment from our Shoppa's family to yours to support you after the sale and be there when you need us. So the next time you're in the market for a John Deere tractor, a gator, or a mower, come see us at Shoppa's and experience what we call the Shoppa's difference.
Every great team has a game plan. What's your game plan for retirement? Join us in person for a 2-night comprehensive retirement planning university course. It's interactive, instructor-led, and covers what you need to know when it comes to retirement planning, taxes, income strategies, common mistakes, and more. If retirement is the next play for you, this class sets the formation. Reserve your seat at retirementplanninguniversity.com. That's retirementplanninguniversity.com. Retirement Planning University is a nonprofit and not an accredited university. See website for disclosures. Go Owls!
Owl fans know where to stay when they come to Houston. The Courtyard by Marriott Rice University is their preferred choice, whether cheering on the team or kicking off their Rice experience during O Week. Just minutes from Rice Village and less than 2 miles to campus, we provide the right mix of convenience and accessibility. Coming in spring 2025, enjoy Michelin-starred dim sum excellence in our restaurant. Cheer for the Owls by raising a glass in the lounge and start the day right with breakfast in the bistro. Call 713-661-5669 to make a reservation and be sure to ask for the Rice University rate. We look forward to welcoming you.
Aw, shucks. The game's on TV, but I can't listen to the call of my favorite team broadcasters.
Never fear, Sync My Game is here.
Sync My Game?
Yes, Sync My Game. If you have a DVR and streaming device, head to syncmygame.com from Learfield. It's never been easier to hear the impassioned voices of your favorite radio crew synced with the TV.
Wow, thank you, Mr.
Just remember, syncmygame.com.
On the Rice Sports Network from Learfield, welcome to the MidFirst Bank postgame show. MidFirst Bank, true to you. Coming up, postgame reactions, including stats and highlights, other scores, and a look ahead to what's next for the Owls. Postgame coverage begins now.
We're going to hear from the big fella. Blake Bainish coming up here in just a second. Quite a game. He recovered that fumble in the first half. That was a big tide turner as the Rice Owls got this win tonight against the Louisiana Ragin Cajuns. Stats and scores, and maybe just sprinkle in a highlight or two coming up as the Rice Owls take this victory to go to 1-0 on the season. They're next up against those Houston Cougars. Louisiana falls to 0-1. Gritty gutty win for the Blue and Gray. 2 fourth-down conversion stops in the last 2 drives for Louisiana. Go down to Jason with one of the Owls' big fellas, Blake Banish.
Blake, man, you guys found something in the second half that you found.
Man, you know, like I was saying down on the field, came in the locker room and, you know, Coach K is working some wonders. We focus on those uses, not needed penalties. You know, I was guilty of one in the first half. You know, we came in and focused really on being disciplined, doing our 111, and really just leaning on each other. You got to choose up the clock like that. 10, 15-yard line every time is not hard to do our job. So just go out there and just fought for each other, you know, and just made a great change during halftime.
They're messing up the frequencies here, but if you can try to fire off a question, go ahead and we'll try to relay it.
Yeah, we got you here now. Hey, Blake, it's so big for you players to get the win. What did it mean getting the win and Coach Abel and the rest of the assistants' first game as Rice coaches? What did that mean to get a win for them as well?
Man, it meant the world, you know. I mean, you know, a bunch of us probably were fighting some tears at the end when we dumped some Gatorade on him, man. That guy, love what he's brought in, love everybody that's come with him. You know, just to get a win for him, or not just us, but him too, it means the world. And, you know, it's just like I told Coach Warren right after the game, it's his first of many. We're just getting started.
Hey, Blake, I know it got tough out there, especially when Louisiana started diagnosing the offensive plays from you guys. But I want to ask you this. John K., what did he say to you when it really got tough out there and it looked like Louisiana might have a little bit of momentum?
You know, like I said earlier, just be disciplined, do your job, do your 111, lean on your brothers, and we did one hell of a job doing that. And there's another thing that we go by a lot is when we're up, they don't score, they don't win. So as a defense, is our main goal to not let them score, and we got it done tonight.
Enjoy, Big Philly. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah,
back to you.
Please hydrate, Blake. Please do that, as it was a sweaty one for the big fella down there. Rice 14 and Louisiana 12. Blake actually look down at the stats, and they sometimes change when they calculate the game, but no tackles, but
he affected the game.
He affected the game so much, and he had that fumble recovery after Tony Aniano forced that fumble. So it was the fourth down stops from the defense in the second half, but in that first half, those back-to-back possessions mid-late second quarter that turned the tide.
Yeah, when you got a guy like that big, I mean, that's strong, and you know played last season. He affects the game in ways that star players normally do. Don't have to have all the stats. Just be in the position where you're supposed to be, make the plays you need to make, and everybody else will make the plays that the team needs in order to win the game. That's how it goes.
Nothing like a victorious locker room. Jason and Will down there getting a couple more out. Stay with us here in our Mid-First Bank postgame show. Rice 14 and Louisiana 12. A final here from Cajun Country. It's Rice football from Learfield.
I'm Chris Shoppa, owner of Shoppa's. For 42 years, our family has been providing you the best John Deere products and services in the industry. One of the things I'm most proud of is when you come to Shoppa's, you are buying more than a piece of equipment. It's a commitment from our Shoppa's family to yours to support you after the sale and be there when you need us. So the next time you're in the market for a John Deere tractor, a Gator,